Hiller's pulled up. Oh, Adler's got it. Bam, we're live. Adler's got a YouTube station.
Yeah, I saw that video today.
What do you guys think? Hey, Taylor, what's up, dude? Taylor from Self-Made Training Program. John Young from John Young Barbell. Tyler Watkins from the Heat One app. Matt Souza, executive producer of the 7 On podcast. Good to see you. Surprise.
I'm stoked.
He cleaned the floors in the gym yesterday so he could be here
What a
today.
champ.
Damn, we don't
Pro.
get Caleb. We get Matt, the OG.
Hey, dude, Taylor, Caleb is done with his service. I think he's going to National Guard, so I might have him every morning now.
Wow. You know he's doing my programming. He's loving it, I think.
Is he?
I think he is too. I think, and you could tell. Happy.
John, how much did that tank cost?
I don't know. My dad got it for me.
What? That's sick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to text my dad or JR. Same thing.
It was, my birthday was not too long ago. We got it for my birthday.
Taylor, did you see the video? The second video now. Andrew Hiller's come out with a second video bringing up Tia Toomey's possible steroid use.
I saw he posted about it, but I didn't watch it. I did like his comparison of Danny to Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh shit, that's the what a So someone said that's bull. So let's finish Tia first. Any thoughts about that about Tia? So I called him. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, dude, like I'm paraphrasing, but I have no issues with the juice. Juice up, juice all you want. But I think my understanding was if you're gonna sell programming, at least be honest that of what you're taking, supplements you're taking with the programming.
I think he's just riding this train to his death. Like he's gonna ride it until the wheels fall off. I think he thinks he is on steroids and he's not gonna back down from it.
Look, he believes what he believes.
Right.
And I don't think he's falsely making content just to get views. I think he believes it.
I think he believes it too.
Oh, he's definitely not. I think he believes it too. He's definitely not being false. And it's not like this is a whim. He's been sitting on this
information that leads to that, though. He just
it's subjective. It's like you look like you're using steroids, and that's fine. I think.
Except it's in our family. Dude. It's kind of in our family, is it? Or am I being too nostalgic and like, hey, shut up, dude, 2023? It's like our community. It's like our can't he is it too much to like just subjectively say that from inside our own community?
I get what you're saying because
I
was watching somebody like a sports analyst for somebody else, and they were like, "Fuck the Mets," and I was like, "Could you imagine the same thing if somebody was like, fuck training think tank?" You know what I mean? It's like we're too familial to do that, like you're saying. Yeah. But at the same time, like,
nah, fuck them.
Like, okay, yeah, but so let me run with what Tyler's saying. So Tyler's saying that even if Fraser thinks that fucking I don't know, training think tank sucks, he's not gonna say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's not gonna say it because we're all swimming in kind of this in a fishbowl together.
Right. We haven't made it, and so everybody wants to play nice until we make it. And then like when you're Alabama and Georgia, you're like, fuck Alabama, fuck Georgia. Like there's so much animosity, and it's like that's accepted. But in our sport, it's not for some reason. I think it's because we're so small.
We're new. It's the leather helmet stage. I don't know. I don't have a problem with him accusing Tia. I have no idea, dude. I mean, she's freaking ripped, but I know other women who are ripped who I have such a hard time believing. I don't believe they are taking anything. So I don't believe that
You're pretty ripped. You're pretty ripped. I'm
definitely not taking steroids. For someone to say that to me would be an amazing compliment, but also
people are gonna say that as soon as you make it to the games, people are gonna say that.
I also don't have the lowest body fat right now, and I'm not trying to. I'm eating a lot.
I seen the slow-mos where your cameraman's putting you in front of Michelle. I know what the fuck's going on. I seen the veins bouncing around in there.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, when you train 5 hours a day or 4 hours a day even, and all of it's at fucking the margin of your capacity and all of it's super intense, you're going to look so different. Just so different. I mean, different from bodybuilders.
I want to talk about Hiller in specific. Inappropriate or okay what Hiller's doing?
I think it's fine. I like that there's a guy who's fucking saying the things that a lot of people think, but don't have the balls to say. I love Hiller for that. One of the biggest issues I have with our society is a lot of people think a lot of things, but they're scared to say it in fear of, oh, this person's not going to like me, or he doesn't give a fuck. And I love it.
Not John
and he's
Young
also,
either.
and he's also the nicest. This is the other thing, dude. He's the most loyal, fucking coolest dude. He's way nicer than I am. I'm pretty much the same in person as I am here. I can be a dick, and Hiller's probably 1,000 times.
I don't think
nicer.
you're supposed to agree, Tyler. I don't think you nod to
that one. but Hiller's way nicer also in person. I mean, like he's such a good person.
He doesn't.
Do you agree with what he's saying? You like someone who says what's on their mind, like even in times like this.
Are you asking John this?
Yeah, John. Like John. Your aunt walks in, and your grandma's like, "You got fat." You think that's cool? Just in front of the whole family?
Maybe my aunt didn't know she was fat until that time. You know.
Okay.
I agree with Taylor. I think I don't think he has a hidden agenda behind what he says either, and I think everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't think T is taking roids, but
it's not hidden. It's an agenda, but it's not hidden.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But like he's just like
you're saying that, and you also think T is clean.
Yeah.
Tyler, are you okay?
I have just as much proof that she's clean that Hiller does proof that she's dirty.
Right.
I will say I do think Hiller is usually way, way more informed on most of the topics that he talks about versus this topic. Meaning he's just saying this because he thinks it. He doesn't have like test or
hey, I don't think he would say this unless he was willing to bet $100,000 on it. Like I think he's willing to bet his house on this. He's not.
He might lose his house.
Yeah,
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would say something like this flippantly. Like this isn't like, hey, I'm willing to bet. I bet you. What's your name? Taylor from Self-Made Training Program shaves his head once every other day. It's not like just like this is huge. This is like a pretty gnarly accusation. He would not say this just like if he was 50-50.
Yeah, but it's also a meaningless accusation because what are the implications of it? None.
Nothing.
Oh my God, she might be on roids.
Okay, so it doesn't tarnish your reputation. I mean, I know none of us I sure as fuck don't care either way. Like I just like it for the sake of conversation. You might care though, since you're a competitor. You two on the right, Taylor and John.
It would. Yeah, if
it doesn't
she
affect
was on steroids, it would. It doesn't affect me either, but it would just be really distasteful. I would be disappointed.
Oh, if it's like legit, she popped, she's on steroids.
I would be super disappointed.
It'd be like Lance Armstrong. I mean,
I wouldn't.
Legitimately, she's got 7 world championships.
Is that different?
She wins this year. He got 7 Tour de France. It's pretty.
Is it different though? Is that different?
Everybody was on stuff.
Right, everyone.
I mean,
and is that
as far as like the icon of the sport? I'm saying the icon of the sport.
Okay, let me ask. I got a follow up question, and then we'll move on from Tia. What if it was someone outside of the community? Would we be like, "Fuck you"?
What do you mean? What if
like
what? Oh, if it wasn't Hiller?
like Hiller's in. He's invested. Whether you like him or not, he's inside the fence.
Like Mark,
you know what I mean?
Like if it was Zach Tellender came in and made
sure.
I mean, he's already saying all that stuff. He says they're all on stuff.
Well, he's fucking dumb.
Like he likes matters because he was on stuff.
This only matters because Hiller carries weight. That's why we're talking about it, and that's why they're going to be talking about it tonight. Probably that's the only reason it matters.
Who's they?
Tia and Shane.
Oh,
do you think they still have sex?
That's a great question.
It just seems like such a business relationship. I mean, they have a kid. I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Like all the content on them though. He's like, your rowing stinks. More upright torso.
You've been hanging out with Michelle too much. That was the South African accent.
I don't know.
Dude, it was good. I don't care what accent it was. It was great. Lucky Camera Straps. Hi guys. When are we going to get Young versus the Thumb in Fit Wars, and who will win? I'd like to see that too.
If it's not a max out, Taylor's gonna win. I hate to break everybody's heart, but
what if it was a muscle snatch max out?
I think I could still beat you. I tried to give you your flowers. You really want to do this? I'll do 215 tomorrow.
No, stop.
All right, that's what I thought. If it's not a max out, Taylor's gonna win.
John was insinuating extra sloppy. John was insinuating that Tia learned to take roids from Matt on other Brian show last week. Don't play coy, bro.
Damn, Sloppy B just taking notes. What the hell?
All right, he's putting words in my mouth.
I don't even remember you saying that.
I said Tia went to the next level when she started training with Matt. She barely won 2017, and then she was it wasn't close after that.
You know what I think about 2017, though? Do you know how much squatting volume there was? And I really think that played a huge role into how well Kara did.
Possibly,
it was all squatting.
It was
squatting in every workout. Yeah, she is, but she's also really good at everything else. Kara's like, if it's a lot of squatting.
For squatting.
Yeah.
I agree, but it doesn't matter. Like,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Training Think Tank came out with a video that I had not seen edited in this style. I really enjoyed it. I really appreciated the fact that they put the shit that I cared about first instead of at the end, like so many D-bags do. It was called Rogues, Rucks, and Racing. Did any of you guys get a chance to see it? It's way artsy. I haven't really seen anything in the CrossFit space like this.
It feels 30-minute. It harkens back to like barbell shrug type stuff way back in the day, the long form stuff they used to do. Like,
and they would do editing like that and graphics like that. Yeah, and that cool shit.
You ever seen Taylor? Have you ever seen the one where they go to Switzerland? They go to Aleco.
No.
They like chronicle the whole event. It's really neat, and this is in that style.
Yeah, it's a trip. Like shots like this. Yeah, shots like this where like he's talking in front of Max El Haj is talking in front of like some scene that's like, yeah, it's a trip.
Who's that guy?
Photoshopped his forearms.
I can't tell if this feels like it's 1970s or if it's 2024. It's like weird. It's a trip. A great video. Absolutely loved it. The music's trippy. It gave me that kind of that Drive. You know that movie Drive with Ryan Gosling. It gave me that kind of that Drive effect.
Movie.
Yeah, it was trippy.
I just watched that.
There's a girl in there. There's a girl in there that they introduced that
Ashley.
Yeah.
Who
the fuck is that? Yeah, what a trip.
I'm trying to get her involved with Heat 1 because of her personality. Like, I love how magnetic she is.
They in the video they're like
liberal.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't think so. This chick looks like she got no. I don't think this chick's woke.
Wozni?
That's the better question.
Yeah, this chick right here.
I asked if she was liberal, and you said she's not woke.
I don't think she's woke, dude. This chick's hard. She's hard. She's gangster, and she's free, and it's crazy because she called at first I was kind of like, what the fuck? She called Travis Big Bird, ripping on my boy Travis Mayer, and then so they chose her to go against him in a workout to prepare him for whatever he's doing. He's going to Rogue, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she smoked him in the workout.
Ashley Wozni?
Yeah.
He's not going to do well at Rogue.
It was the snatch. She's very good at snatch and handstand push-ups.
I'm kidding. Travis is a beast.
Hey, and she was on the demo team too, which I had forgotten. But God, I hope she makes it to the games. She's a beast.
Have you heard Tyler's prediction with Travis?
What's your prediction?
He thinks Travis Mayer is going to be top 5 at the CrossFit Games this year.
Oh, that's wrong. I don't know, dude. That's a prediction. That's a tough.
Just say it what it is.
That's a hot take.
It's
not a hot take.
It's freaking on.
It's a mentally disabled take.
That's like putting Colorado. That's like Colorado. That's like putting Colorado in the top 5 of the college football playoff rankings.
Hey, dude, there is this hype around Travis right now. There's this hype that he's rested, that he's the best he's ever been, that he's in a great mindset. That
wasn't there that hype around him in 2018? He missed the games. Then in 2018 he missed the games. Comes back in 2019 with all the hype. And
thank you.
This isn't the first time he's missed the games. So why is the hype was the same then?
He didn't really miss the games this year.
I don't think Travis would fucking win Crucible.
Wow.
You're so wrong. It's ridiculous.
I don't think he would beat Colton in those workouts, and I don't think he would.
I agree.
No, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. All of the Crucible
workouts are good.
You got to look at the workouts, Tyler.
No way.
Do what?
Hey, speaking of which, before you get in a fight with Tyler here, were you on Suicide Watch last week because Halpin made it 2 shows in a row?
Yeah, dude.
I was like asking the boys, I was like, what is Taylor being serious or not? Like, what the fuck's going on? I can't tell if he's joking or not.
I was half joking, half pissed.
Right.
There were a lot of things I was doing because I thought they were funny, but I was also being an asshole because I was butthurt, dude.
Yeah. So
But
it
I'm
was
just
like you
grateful to
broke
be
up with
here.
your girlfriend. 2 weeks later, she hooks up with your friend, and you're pissed, even though you dumped her.
Exactly.
Okay, I
No,
understand.
yeah.
I understand. I've been there. I've been there.
Taylor
I was being
thought
a bitch.
He was 2 texts from getting kicked out of the thread.
Well, shit, he kicked himself out
I'm
for 10 minutes.
That was the funniest part. No, the funniest part was me leaving the text and then saying, "What? I just thought I would get some attention. I'm trying to get some attention."
I love
Hike Malpin, and they were both great episodes. Oh, throwing salt in the wound.
Fucker.
Hey,
that is actually how
whatever
Mike looks. That actor.
McLovin.
Oh, I thought that actually was a picture of Mike from when he was young. No shit, that's not him. I thought that was someone dug that off the internet.
McLovin. Holy shit.
For those of you who don't know, I don't want to tell you too much, but because it's a private thread. But we're on this private thread, and there's 15 of us, and I hold the thread in such high esteem. And there's been some squabbles on there, like fucking like sophomore girls and shit.
Middle school drama.
Yeah, exactly. Just fighting, just bickering. Like, hey, like a food fight broke out, and someone threw an orange when everyone else was just throwing like something like green beans, and someone got hit in the head with an orange and is pissed. So Halpin was gone, and then we tried to bring Halpin back, and Halpin's basically like, "Fuck you, I ain't coming back." And so like we kept trying to add him back, and then he won't come back. There he is in the chat. There he is, off by a letter, Mike Halpin. So that's where we're at in our high school drama. I think there's only 14 of us left, right? Hey Mike, if it makes you feel any better, Taylor tried to leave. We had to bring Taylor back.
Forced.
Dude, I was taking a page out of his playbook, bro.
It was
Even
so
though you
great.
invite me back on the show.
Okay, John Young, I'm going to ask you this first. Don't let it change your answer, boys, before I get up to you guys. Travis Mayer, when they release the Rogue workouts, he hands all the paperwork to Max El-Haj and the team, Training Think Tank team, and he says, "You're responsible for it. Make sure that the measurements are right, the clock's in the right place, cameras are set up. My job is just to do the fucking workout." Thoughts on that?
If that's how that conversation went, then I'm cool with it. It lies with them.
Yeah, it seems like both parties are cool with it.
Yeah, so like if it's off, it's he can be mad, but he put his trust in them. Everybody's at fault if he gets a penalty.
Could you do that? Could you go somewhere? Could you belong to a group and just be like, okay, you're in charge of that and delegate that? Because if something's fucked up, it doesn't matter who you delegate it to or what the trust is. You'll be the victim.
It would be hard for me to delegate anything.
I'm sure Travis did his own work too.
Anything completely. Like I would double check what they did, or I would watch the measurements. It's not hard to watch the measurements. You have to have it in the video anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But you're not seeing the small print where it says there must be a banana in the shot.
How do you mean?
I'm just saying,
just gray in his chin hair.
Of course, dude, that dude's old as dirt. Taylor, are you cool with that? Would you be cool?
No.
Are you cool with Michelle saying, "Hey, set that up. I'll be over there in 20 minutes. Be ready."
No. I don't fuck no. I don't set other. No, definitely would not be cool with that. I wouldn't. That's like, could you imagine what Andy would say to me if I was like, "You set all this up. I'll see you in 20."
No,
like you're fucking fired.
Like that. So like, say you're at Crash.
Fucking fired.
Say you're at Crash, and you and Hopper are talking about the workouts, and then you're like, "JR, can you rig it up?" And then we'll.
He would say, "Fuck no."
And no, but he's like, "Yeah, I got you."
No, he wouldn't though. JR would
If
never say,
but
"Yeah, I got you."
Okay, let's say you're a Training Think Tank and El-Haj in the gang. Yeah.
Would I trust them? Is that what you're asking?
Would you trust JR to set it up right?
Even if you trust them, would you be able to do it? Would you be able to just like go over there and start working out?
No, I would prefer to set everything up on my own so that I know everything is accounted for.
Well, let's not forget how complicated the Rogue instructions were. And he probably just didn't want to worry about that. It's like, God, will you guys just read through this so I don't screw it up?
I didn't think he got penalty.
He didn't, but I worry
because he had a team working for him.
No, I don't think that's why.
For them, and they get penalized every single freaking qualifier. So
I've had like 2 penalties in a qualifier, and one was in one quarterfinals year where I didn't deadlift the dumbbells up into a full hang position before initiating hang cleans. Like that's like the extent of my penalty. And I just, because I don't know, I like attention to detail. I like doing it myself. I feel better that way. And then if somebody else fucked it up and I got a penalty, could you imagine how I would act? Dude.
Hey, well, did you see what J.R. Howell wrote? Mr. Howell wrote, you wouldn't have to tell me because I'd already have that shit taped off.
He would, well, look, he would have it set up, but he's not like setting our workout area up. He's not like, okay, you're, and that's kind of also not true. Because one time when me and Jason did one of the quarterfinals workouts, we put a whole bunch of other stuff out that he didn't have out for other people because that's how he wanted it. Like there was a lunge workout and we rolled out the 30-foot Dolomer mat because it's like doing lunges on a trampoline. And they didn't say you couldn't do that.
So you handled your business.
Exactly.
They did say, I couldn't tell, I thought it was a joke, but they did say something like they showed a screenshot of like Max looking at a pile of papers and they said the rules for Rogue were like 15 pages long.
That's crazy.
They were.
It was insane.
15 pages for like a very, very simple. What was the workout that we looked over, Tyler? Like it was the simplest one there was.
The handstand, it was handstand snatch workout.
Oh, wow.
Just snatching and handstand push-ups. That was it.
Yeah,
and it
that
was
was
15 pages.
Wow.
Here,
that's pretty low.
Here's a report, Audrey. I'm here to tell you I'm buying gasoline for $3.09 a gallon right now. My gas down the street from my house, $6.40.
Wow,
it's like $6.40.
It's like $3.29 where I am.
It's $2.99 some places for me.
Whoa,
Texas, baby.
Wow. Yeah, you
Thank
guys
you.
got all those oil fields.
Yeah.
We have shitloads of oil fields around here.
In California?
Fuck yeah. We have fucking
yeah, but that's like
pump
baby
everywhere.
oil, dude. You guys have a
baby oil coming out of the ground. Okay, Susan's bringing it up. Look at this. 4, 5.
Oh my God.
6. How many workouts is it? 7.
It's 1. Workout 1.
8.
Yeah, this is one.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? That's for real, Sousa? 10 pages?
Wow, that's
workout 1. Jeez Louise.
So yeah, I would want to hand it off to a team. I would read through it myself to a certain degree, but I would expect them to not let anything pass. You know what I mean?
So if you're illiterate, you're fucked.
I would read the basic layout and then probably set that up myself. And then if there was any like weird,
this is like trying to get your voter registration in like the frickin' early 19th century, bro.
Yeah.
What?
That's what he's saying. Like, would you
That's
give
ridiculous.
this? Would you, if you had a team at your disposal that would say, "Hey, we'll do everything for you. Don't worry about it. Just focus on the workout." Would you be okay with it?
No, because I'm literate, so I would be fine reading all that, and I would still take it upon myself to do it.
Buttery Bros went to go visit Alex Kazan and Will Morad at something called the Hawaii Trail Run, which I had no idea was still a thing. I had no idea.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, is it? Is it still big?
Yeah.
All the big names go. It's big on Instagram.
That's crazy. I don't
hear about it.
Oh, that's good because I don't hear shit about it. I didn't even know it was still a thing. I had no idea.
Yeah, you have to follow the athletes, but that's how you would know. You wouldn't know any other way.
I guess I do follow all these people. I guess but I just don't scroll. I'm a DM guy.
Have the Buttery Bros done a Ariel Lowen video?
No. And I heard she took a shot at him. Well, I heard she took a shot. I heard she did in the interview that she did with Coffee Pods and Wads. She implicitly, I haven't seen it yet, said it was great to work with Rogue. I guess Rogue sent out a team, Torrin, Emmy award-winning filmmaker, sent Torrin Simpson and another guy out there to do a highlight piece on her because she's going to be competing at Rogue. And I guess in that piece, or when she was telling Pedro from Coffee Pods and Wads in the interview, they were really professionals and they didn't do anything silly. And I think Pedro and others thought that was a shot at the Buttery Bros. Like, hey, dipshit. But maybe it was just her like saying, hey, dipshits, come visit me and do your silly thing.
Do you think you know her pretty well?
They're silly people. Like their videos are like that. You know
they're not silly people. Well, Marston's a little silly, but they're not silly people, but their videos are just got a little Pee-wee Playhouse to them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't watch them. I feel like they're going to give me an epileptic stroke or some like weird.
They've chilled out. They've chilled out quite a bit.
I haven't watched.
I think their video.
So
I think their video, yeah. Well, I'm never watching their content and being like, I wish this was over. Never.
Really?
Although, yeah, me personally.
Early on, I did. You would like come on and be like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah," and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, after about 3 of them,
I just gotta be honest.
You thought
I
you were
haven't watched
doing
them recently, so
you thought you were doing Breakfast Club.
Yeah, or
I
like
can only watch them eat
Thought-
pancakes so much.
The last thing I watched of theirs was the game stuff, and I thought it was so interesting. Like, I think you can tell when Heber took over versus the other guys. Like, the wah, 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 wah stuff went away, and it was just him with athletes.
Oh, when they got like a different editor, they got that girl.
I think so.
Did you see?
There was a very distinct difference.
Did you see Alex Kazan get drug tested after she posted a video of her bench pressing 90-pound dumbbells?
I heard her say that, and then I went over to Adler's station, and the first thing he said in his station was, "Hey, I got drug tested." So I think that there was a round of drug testing that just occurred. By the way, two things. Oh, before we go there, let me finish up with Buttery Bros, and then we got to go watch Adler's video. His accent's gone. He's not French anymore.
He's Russian.
Does he still look like a serial killer with his eyes?
Developed a Russian accent.
The biggest thing I noticed in the video with the Buttery Bros was Marsden's chest was shaved. I texted him last night. I'm like, dude, you shaved your chest. Heber responded with, thanks for watching our content. Will Morad's done Rogue twice before. This will be Gazan's inaugural run at it. I think she could be top 3.
Who, Gazan?
Yeah, I think she can be.
There's an outside possibility.
She was top 5 at the
Tia.
games.
Tia's there now.
But
I
Tia
think
wasn't there.
I think if there's a bench press workout and a legless rope climb workout, then she can be top 3. If those are 2 different workouts and those 2 movements are the crux of the workout, then she could be top 3. If not, then I don't think she can.
All right. I think she's gonna. Maybe I'm hoping she's gonna kill it. Her and like I said, her and Adler were drug tested. Could we go over and watch a little bit of this Adler video?
Dude, I gotta get a camera like yours. You are crystal clear, bro. I can see every freaking strand of beard hair.
He's got like that circle light that he puts.
No. It's not the light, dude. It's like a fucking.
I don't have the circle. I don't have the circle light anymore. I got rid of it. I got some even better lights.
Okay, let's hear this
Pedro's camera.
And I got expensive ass cameras everywhere. Did you see the new camera I got, Sousa? Holy shit, we got so many cameras now. Okay. Maybe scroll a little more towards like a little more. Yeah. Go ahead and take the risk of playing more than 7 seconds. Adler's cool. He ain't gonna report us. Okay, let's go. Watch this.
That sweet like transition where the power goes up and up and up, but it has that time to like get down a little bit, and you're pushing so hard, but the machine just slows down on you. So that's where we were going.
Okay, pause. You hear it? It's going away.
No, he still sounds a little French Canadian.
He
was pushing, and then he just slowed down.
I mean, he wasn't that French. But, he was still his own way. Yeah.
Dude, he used to speak in broken English. This isn't the same guy that said jacuzzi.
No, I think that was I think that was a mannerism that wasn't like he didn't know how to say jacuzzi. I think he was just fucking.
Okay, give me a little more. Give me a little more. We might need a poll. This is bullshit. I'm not getting the support I want. Play a little more, Sousa.
He didn't learn English in 4 months, and now all of a sudden he doesn't have a French accent. He's 28, dude.
Come on, play a little more. I'm not getting the support I want. Play a little more.
He learned Russian in 3 days.
Found it.
Look, he takes Wolverine. That's awesome. Me too.
My favorite.
My favorite. He didn't learn Russian in 3 days.
God, Taylor, you do voices good.
He learned how to say 2 words. That's like me saying.
No, he learned the complete language. He learned the whole thing.
Thank you, Sousa. Yeah, let's try a different spot. Here we go.
On the ski. Recover on the ski. Push it hard on the bench. Use the weight you can do in broken. Very nice workout.
French there.
Okay, now it's time to go home.
Okay. No, Sevon.
You know what I think? You know what I had a thought? Listen,
this dude is from Canada.
His shit talk reminded me of like he's so bad at talking shit. And I had like an epiphany the other day. Like when I was in middle school and like a Hispanic kid taught me how to say puto, I would like run around and be like, "Ha, you're a puto." That's what he did to Roman. That's what he did to Roman.
Yeah.
Come on. What?
Oh my. Yeah. Get him, Jonathan. Whoa, Taylor didn't bring Spanish into this. He did.
Dude, I can speak Spanish.
He did. Okay, fine. Fine. Scratch that from my notes. Adler sounds the same. He still jacuzzes. Dave Castro's week in review. He reveals. Oh no, maybe it wasn't his week in review. He did a video. He did a podcast with this guy Mike Ritalin or something.
Drop the mic.
I'm starting to see a pattern in Dave's podcast that he does.
What's that?
A little bit of pattern.
You're
Just
not.
like 80% of the stuff's the same stuff.
Mm.
Did you see Wexler's interview with Dawn? Same thing.
No,
Like-
you guys were talking about it, and it kind of gave me what I needed to know.
Yeah.
Is it that the interviewers ask the same shit, or is it that they're steering it in that direction?
That's a good question. That's a good question. But if you're going to go on those podcasts, I don't know, maybe you got to come up with some new stories or some new twists, or you know, the one with Dawn, it's and the one with Dave, they're not bad, but it's just like, hey dude, I know all of that already. Like Dawn's podcast was exactly the same as every podcast I've ever seen him do.
Who's
And,
Mike
and Dave's
Ritalin?
and Dave's was 80%.
So you're saying as an internal rule, like between Dawn and Dave, they should be like, hey, we should only schedule a podcast if we're going to talk about new shit. Like,
or just have one story, like, dude, yesterday when hey, I was driving over here and someone fucking held my car up at gunpoint. Make some shit up. Hey, I'm no longer voting Democrat anymore now that they let boys into girls' bathrooms. Like, just drop something on us where we're like, oh shit, it's just so safe. Dave's whole thing is I don't talk about being a SEAL, and Don's like, yes, we want to get to 30 million, but it's not necessarily 30 million we want to get to. It's like, come on, man. Like, we know all that.
Do you think you could get him to talk about being a SEAL?
Dave?
Yeah.
I would at least, but I could at least push him like 4 or 5 times to where he's like, he gives a new answer where he won't talk about it. Like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Just something. Just something. You don't even have to like, ask Don the stupidest DEI hire he's ever seen. He's seen one. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, Dave, what I do, here's the good thing. Here's the good thing. They both come across good. They both come across like kind souls, gentlemen, professionals, clean, good hygiene. Dave's in the Wexler one is I don't even know that guy's podcast. It's not going to get any new views. But the great thing about Dave being on this Mr. Ritallin's show is that a shitload of people are going to see it who are outside the community. I'm guessing. How many views does that have? I'm guessing this is like one of those Jocko podcasts where the guy's like, oh, accountability, responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Wake up at 4 a.m. Yeah, 12,000 views in 5 days. I'm guessing that those are a shitload of people that aren't CrossFitters.
You think it's all
158,000
the
subscribers,
service guys?
Maybe, but just people, just a different kind of people. So in that regards, it's okay. But if they're going to talk to our group, they got to come up with new shit, maybe some joke, something.
I got an interview question for you, Sevan.
And okay, hold that thought. And Don said the team's in more alignment than it's ever been before, but they got a new chief marketing officer. They got a new, they're going to get a new chief financial officer, and they got a new something else. They got a new affiliate director.
Whoa.
They got 3 new people. That's fucking huge. We never had that kind of movement when I was there. That's not a line. That's like, let's get to know people time.
Dude, I got a hot topic to talk about.
Hotter than Tia?
Way hotter, dude. I was just
okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, John. John, ask me a question. Go ahead, young Skywalker.
Do you know an interview is going to be really bad before you do it? Like 39th parallel guy. Did you know you were going to sit there and listen to that the moon's not real? And
No. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
did you know
No.
you were going to sit there for 3 hours and this
No.
guy was never going to stop?
No. I do
Devon,
suspect
did you
when I
know-
interview someone over 23 that they're going to be like, and I realize that I don't have to have peanut butter and jelly every morning. I've just had this like, I can't believe this changing experience I've had. And I can have something different.
Did you know the first
Thank
podcast
God.
was me?
Thank God. Thank you for introducing eggs to me. I just felt I was in union with like I know. Like that's because you're only 23 and that's all you
Everything's a
done.
big deal.
No, you just have nothing fucking like nothing's really crazy's happened to you. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't been, especially if you ain't been diddled by Uncle Chester or something, or by the fucking gymnastics fucking doctor or something. Like you ain't got nothing.
Uncle Diddle.
Yeah. If you ain't got it, you got a little something. Yeah, a little something,
Holy
something.
Fuck, dude. Uncle
Yeah.
jokes are the best.
Dude, that's why Dave's such a fucking great character. He's seen and lived through some fucking crazy shit that he's never talked about. Like crazy shit. Like, let me give you an example that
Is
I
it
probably
good or
shouldn't
bad
say.
to not talk about that stuff?
I don't know, but you sense it and you want to dig around. There was a guy that was at the CrossFit Games, and he was there working side by side with Dave. And he is 25 years or some shit in Delta Force, and he's still in Delta Force.
Wow.
And this guy was fucking around every second around Dave the entire time I was at the games. And at one point, this guy said something to me that like I suspected about Dave, but I didn't know about Dave. But it's what everyone suspects. And like it's true. Like the dude was doing two-a-days and helicopters dropping into biblical scenes, looking for bad guys. And you're just like, yeah, I get it. Like I sensed it. You know what I mean?
Delta Force is crazy.
Busy guy. And you know, Dave has said that he did a exchange with Delta Force.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
even more insane. I read a book. I forget the guy's Charlie Beckwith.
And when you're in SEALs, you get diddled and you diddle people.
You get diddled by Uncle for sure. But
you
dude,
get diddled on the way. Yeah.
I read the maybe it's Colonel Beckwith. I don't know. I read the book about the guy who started Delta Force, and they are insane.
And Dave was in a kind of a different. I think Dave was got in as the people who were getting out were like the weirdos.
Well, they do
Like they carry tomahawks and collected
Right.
scalps and shit.
Right. That's a little. But Delta Force apparently it's quite a bit different than the SEAL teams, where Delta's like they train to go into like war zones in like pairs, just like two dudes, or even alone, which is nuts. Can you imagine just being dropped behind enemy lines alone?
No,
Fuck that.
I ain't dropping into enemy lines. Nothing. I'm
You can
Getting
put
in the
me in
van
the
with my
fucking
kid.
bunker.
I'm getting in the van with my kids.
Crazy.
$6.40 a gallon for gas. Fucking A. Okay. What do you got that's hot?
topic.
Yeah.
Dude, so someone in the comments was talking about Matt Torres' story about disrespectful games coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Disrespecting
go.
games coaches.
Hurts to know the level of disrespect amongst the games coaches in CrossFit. That's
Who's he talking about?
who's probably, I don't know. I was going to say me because I talk so much shit on this show, but he doesn't think twice about what I fucking have to say. Hopefully.
He didn't know you exist, but you're
Right.
but let's break this down a little bit. Hurts to know the level of disrespect. So that means something got back to him that someone said that wasn't cool amongst the games coaches in CrossFit. So I read that, and I have no proof of this, none. But that Dom went to Mayhem and talked shit about him. That's just right where my head goes.
Dom went to Mayhem and talked
Christian
shit about
Dom?
him.
Yeah. But I have no proof of that. Like, not even like, I don't know Dom. I don't know Torres like that. I don't know nothing.
I've read The Mission, The Men and Me, Bruce. Great book.
But that was what I, that's all I know. How do you guys take it?
I don't know, dude. I feel like the last show I was on, I was talking shit about him and Danielle, or being like, I said some things like, if I'm Emma Carey, and my coach is fucking one of my competitors, there's no way I'm staying there.
That's not
I don't think so. I mean, I'm using vulgar language, and it's a pretty.
yeah, that's not, he can take that. It's something else. It's something like, Yeah, he knows. I think he enjoys all that. Like he knows what he's juggling there.
Word, yeah. And I'm not saying I've never said he's a bad coach.
I don't like that he didn't text you or it was.
He doesn't know.
I think it's something else. I think it's like, I think it's like when Halpin goes over and talks shit about me on the Spin podcast.
This never happened.
No, I made that up. By the way, no, Halpin's never done that.
I was like, when did that happen?
That didn't happen.
I don't like that Matt didn't reach out. Like, why are you airing this shit right here?
Also,
well, it's just so we can speculate on it. Content. He DM'd me and said, "Hey, here's some content for your show." No,
I gotta read it one more time. I gotta read it one more time. Hurts to know the level of disrespect amongst games coaches in the CrossFit. I think he took a step back.
In the CrossFit.
In the CrossFit.
The disrespect. He jacuzed with Adler.
He did. In the CrossFit.
And the Dave Castro. Hurts to know the level of disrespect amongst the games coaches. Like amongst each other. Like that's what I mean. Is it he's talking about coaches talking shit about coaches?
Oh wow. Did he say he wanted to be the anti-mayhem? I feel like that's a camp that talks a lot of gossip. Or maybe
I think he said that on Sevon's podcast.
Oh, he did?
I think that I don't think that came out right. But I like him and I like Mayhem. So
he was talking business model. That's the way it came off to me when he said that.
If you had to pick, okay, John, if you would rank the camps, who is the camp that strikes you as the most like, okay, there's a lot of drama. They probably gossip a lot, and not just the athletes, but the whole environment.
It's hard when you have like 3,000 athletes to not have a culture like that.
You do.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Don't have 3,000 athletes.
There you go.
Hey, if you gossip, you're fucking out of here. I don't see HWPO as a gossip. And if they do, they don't say it to anyone. Like, I feel like HWPO more than anyone holds shit so close to their chest.
It's only our shows that gossip. It's only these shows that gossip.
I don't know. I bet Justin and Ellie gossip to each other a lot.
Okay, fucker. Come on.
Yeah,
give me a true.
We're gonna.
Well, okay, so I'm going to ask a rude question, but how many people go to CrossFit Charlotte? How many members?
We probably hover around 240.
What I've noticed across the gyms that I go to is the ones that have the most fun culture also have a little bit of sassy bullshit that happened in the back.
Wrong. End. No way.
Every time, man.
No, it's not fun for this member to be fucking that member's wife.
I'm not saying
that's not fun, bro.
But like
depends
this
where you
person
fall in
like
that chain of command. It depends where you fall.
I personally would not have fun in that environment.
No shot.
There's always sassy bullshit that goes on when there's that many people.
I teach my classes kind of like similar to. We have a lot of fun. Like I've tried to make the members laugh. I want them to come in there and like have fun and smile. Like that's fun. But there's also not this like gossip riddle.
Does it not feel cliquey too? I feel like Mayhem is
our gym's not cliquey at all. But that's what I mean. I hate a cliquey environment.
And like I know like Facundo pairs people off and stuff. It feels cliquey.
Which is whack. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, but Matt does the same thing.
Matt does the same thing.
All right. I'm not saying he's not whack. I think that's
sounds like you guys, but do you structure? It just sounds like there's structure and discipline.
Well, I think this is the other thing is this is so new. Nobody knows what works best and how to structure it. That's the fucking truth. No one knows how best a training camp works. What name an athlete that has won consistently because of a training camp? You can't. So they don't know what the recipe for success is. So when you're pairing people up and you're like, ooh, I think this would be a good fit with this, blah, 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 blah. It's not really happening organically. And
you could argue Catherine and CompTrain.
I'm going to tell the story of when I was at CrossFit Maximus.
She was winning.
But that
I'm just giving a devil's advocate to that.
Right. Okay.
That's the only one I can think.
Is there sex in this story, Tyler?
Sort of.
Okay,
there was
nice.
12. Nice. There were 12 athletes that were all training together, and everybody wanted to be as good as possible. And there was only back then 6 people allowed on the team. And the he said, she said bullshit grew out of control. Somebody fucked somebody else. Stuff like that happened. And just like when you have that many good athletes around each other, it just devolves. Eventually, there's cliques that grow. And with like, I think you can control it maybe if you have 30 on site. But when you start to have the amount that Mayhem has on site, you don't have enough personnel to control that bullshit.
Well, I don't think, to be
That
honest,
doesn't mean that it's not there though, and they did that to themselves.
No,
they did do that to
I think it's
themselves.
there.
The volume of membership, the volume of who's in their camp is, they 100% did that to themselves. If they're only concerned with their athletes winning, that's their only concern. They don't have 20% of what they have now. Then it's probably why Proven is trimming the fat.
You think they're trimming the fat? You don't think those people are leaving?
Well, man, when you're in a relationship like that, it's almost like there's always one party probably that reaches the conclusion that this isn't going to work before the other, right? And if I mean,
you're so diplomatic. Wow, look at you.
I mean, think about that.
You're really multifaceted. I hear you. I hear you.
So, in my opinion, I feel like in situations like that, the person that reaches the conclusion that it's not going to work first, it's really hard to sit people down and have that conversation, just be straight with it. So typically what happens is that person starts to act in a way that like leaves little subtle clues for the other person to be like, oh, something's not working. This isn't going, whatever. It's awkward. It's like, they're not putting as much effort in. It just shows in your actions because you're like, this isn't going to work. It changes your whole attitude about the situation. So whether a lot of the athletes felt that from Shane or Nick or whatever, or Shane and Nick were like, hey, we're going in a different direction. I 100% think they're like, man, we're not going to be able to put our best effort towards our prize ponies with everything we have going on. We need to, I don't know.
Here's what I think. I don't think that. I think the exact opposite. I think that they're really like, oh fuck, that's not a good sign that we lost Brooke and Scott. Sorry, Saxon.
I don't feel that way. I
You-
think,
where's Brooke
I think
going?
they told them to leave.
Where's Brooke
okay.
going?
Hard work pays off.
HWPO.
I know, but that's not what I mean. I mean,
I don't
where
think
is she
you think they
going?
told Brooke. You think they told Brooke to go, but they didn't tell Sydney to go. You think
No.
that they
Well, maybe. I don't know, dude. Where is Brooke going? How long has she been around?
HWPO.
That's not what I'm talking about. I don't
Oh,
mean
you
where
mean
did
her
she go?
career's over?
Right.
They're like, yeah.
She's not a top 10 person anymore, is what he's saying.
How, and the other part of it is how bad do you want it? Like, dude, being in an environment, when you're in an environment or a training camp, what you want more than anything else out of the person training next to you is someone who's going to be like, fuck that, we're doing it. Or,
So they kept Sydney, the Mexican dude without a neck, Taylor, who's retired, and fucking Olivia Kerstetter.
the Mexican dude without a neck.
All right, fine. Okay.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I mean, if you
Oh
say
my
so,
God.
I'm just, yeah, I'm
Where
not.
where is it?
Brooke wrote a book, dude. She's done.
Okay. Dave mentions on his on some show that it was on the podcast with the Mr. Ritalin that the athletes who took the floor to do double grace that year knew 30 to 60 minutes before that the workout was going to be double grace. What do you see? What? HW?
HWPO. How pussies work out.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What do you guys think? Does everyone know something every year? Is there someone? Do you think that there's ever a sealed tight? No one knows. You think?
No.
There's always someone who knows.
Mm-hmm.
There's some athlete that has the advantage. All you can do is just do your best. And do you think it matters? Do you think it matters if you know the workouts ahead of time, like a week ahead? It does.
Oh, depends on how long.
Depends what the workout is.
And depends on what the workout is. If you've got a lot of time to prepare, yeah, that's a huge advantage.
If the workout's
What if
like
you find out like day up?
if it's
No,
like
not much of an advantage.
the capital, like you can only get so much sandbag work in a week. Like you're not going to get better in that week. You're already on deload, you know.
It depends on how far out you learn the event.
If it's some weird movement that nobody knows about, then I think it pays off.
It could be it doesn't matter. It could be any workout, any exercise. It purely depends on how much in advance you get the information.
Brian Ortega and Canelo Alvarez are no more Mexican looking than Taylor, by the way. and they're pure blood, purebreds.
Purebred.
Sarah Cox, hi, California peptides. CJC 1295. If you're 50 years old, you should try that.
I know you're saying a week, but what if one of your buddies in your training camp is testing games workouts months before the games, and he lets you slip some shit that he's seeing, and you've got months to prepare? That's a massive advantage, and I'm sure that's happened before.
But it could also it could also be wrong. It could be changed.
Right, it for sure could be changed, and that's a risk that you're probably willing to take.
Right,
it's still going to be a similar stimulus.
No, they might change it fucking completely. But
that's actually interesting to think about. Like, does Dave send programming but leave certain aspects out? Because he's like, if it leaks, they're at least doing the wrong thing. I'm only want this part of this workout that they're doing, and I need to know that part. But he sends them a whole thing and just extrapolates the little bit that
it's
he
something
needs
off
to
the
know.
Wall, though. Like, he has to test that. Just know time domains and all that. He doesn't know if it's something different.
I don't know what I can and can't talk about from my time there, so I'm not going to say.
I forgot. You're an insider.
Your NDA expired when you got crushed.
Did it?
Yeah.
How long do you think that lasted?
I don't know. Maybe you want to go back, so you want to stay tight-lipped.
To be a demo athlete? Never in my fucking life.
Why would it matter?
That's a good question. I'm not gonna say anything. They're great people, and they have an awesome process.
Yeah.
From the Dawn interview, by the way, with Wexler, he did say that the affiliates peaked in 2018. I have some. He said affiliates peaked from what he can see from the data that Dawn has, that affiliates peaked in 2018 at 15,000 affiliates. And
then COVID happened.
I've told you guys a million times on this podcast, and I just have to say it again. For anyone who's listening at HQ, if you look at what the media team did starting in
2013.
No, it's October of 2017 to September of 2018. You look what the media team did there, and you line that up with every single fucking metric except retention. You will only see spikes, and you'll see the second greatest growth in the company in an 11-month period. And it's a shame how many times I've said that, and no one's looking at that. It's such a fucking easy slam dunk. Okay, I'll leave it alone with that.
What was the first major growth? 13?
No, there was some between like 8 and basically between 8 and 14. It was just a fucking rocket ship.
Yeah.
Just doubled
and why are they so? Why is their media so? It just seems so bad.
Doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, dude.
Why? It just seems so like, look at a fucking guy like Mr. Beast on YouTube. How are you not seeing that as like the greatest thing you could possibly leverage? I just don't get it. I don't know.
This is CrossFit's page.
And their new fucking shirts, dude.
Look at that. Wait, CrossFit, Dr. Nicholas Romanoff. Look at that. Wow, that's a trip. I bet you I filmed that. God, that's crazy. 12 years ago.
I bet he says yes.
Yeah, that's at his house.
Oh, this is the running guy.
Yeah. Inventor of the pose method. Look at you. 12 years ago. Okay. Busy. Colton Merton's got a YouTube station. Holy cow.
Dude, I'm so excited to see him at Crash. I'm picking Peter up from the airport in Charlotte.
Peter who?
Pedro.
What? He's coming for Crash?
Yeah, dude. How sick is that?
Is he
John,
crazy?
if you can
That's
get
not
there,
a good
you need
allocation of his resources.
Dude, fuck you. It's a great allocation. I can't wait to hang out with him.
I said, John, if you can get there, you need to. I'm like, Crash was great last year. This Crash is going to be crazy.
It's the week before Rogue, right?
Yeah.
I can't do 2 trips like that back to back.
Hey, are you a professional or not? Are you committed or not, John?
This is way better.
Peter's
than
coming from Ireland.
We're having dinner. We're having fucking dinner every night at JR's. I'm gonna skinny dip in the pool, give you guys a show.
Wow.
Little helicopter.
Man, you're really swaying me right now.
All right, dude. You can pretend you don't like it on camera all you want, but when we hit that end broadcast, John's gonna be drooling.
2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks different
Rogue.
than Rogue. Thank you, JR. So Colton's getting ready for the Crash Crucible. What's interesting is he is in this video. He does a Wadapalooza workout and he crushes everyone who did the workout. You know,
Did he get to the 225 bar?
For the qualifier? I don't even know. I didn't even pay attention to the workout. I skipped over the workout and just listened to the parts where he talks. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're a games athlete or you want to be a games athlete, this guy, I think, is dropping bombs and little nuggets of wisdom throughout. And like, this isn't just a workout video. You're going to want to see this. This is a smart guy who's telling you some shit and sharing some little nuggets in there. And I don't think Colton has been given anything. Not that anyone was given anything, but he's really worked in a fucking silo to get where he is. And I think there's a lot of value to his stuff. Like I said, I didn't watch the workout, but I just listened to all the little nuggets he's dropping. And for a first video, I think, is this his first video on his YouTube station?
I don't know.
It's possible. 363 members.
I want to see farming content really bad.
Okay, so he just started. I know I want to see farming content too. Hopefully he'll start mixing it in there, so it'll show him like as he's going to his gym, it'll show him like leaving the pigs.
Dude, we gotta get
like I grew up on a farm.
Even my YouTube has more subscribers than he does. Come on.
Do you think he can go, do you think he can go sub 5 on the thruster workout?
On what thruster workout?
Crash.
Oh, the 10-8-6-4-2. Oh my gosh. Probably.
It's think about it.
Damn, I don't know, dude.
I think
here's the thing. You said we always
him.
love to say that Colton, he's an incredibly hard worker, but I think I'm appreciative of Sevon saying that none of the athletes are given everything, and a lot of them are hard workers. And
a lot of right. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say like the same things Colton overcomes from being a shorter athlete, a Fikowski has to overcome from being a taller athlete. Where Colton has a massive advantage squatting and doing burpees, and that comes unbelievably natural to him, is great. Something like pegboards and rope climbs and running comes unbelievably naturally to Fikowski, Roman skiing, right? But they have to work on other things.
Yeah.
I think the athletes that are closest to the edge of the margins are the ones who, to me, are like, wow, they
had to overcome so much. They're the most fascinating.
Fascinating for sure.
Here's kind of what I meant. And fuck, maybe it's a double-edged sword from what we've seen. I don't think Colton's has been immersed up until the last year in a hugely supportive environment. Not that there's been people there hindering him, but he hasn't had this. I'm surrounded by massive amounts of social media, surrounded by a good camp, surrounded by. I mean, clearly his dad loves him, but his dad's like, "Hey, don't work out until you're done with the pigs." And like, I don't think, and obviously his girlfriend supports the shit out of him. She's an athlete and she understands. I just don't think I think he's taken the path less traveled.
I think for people like him, I'm this way too. It's almost like the more the deck is stacked against me and the less convenient it is, the more I want it, just to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's more Jay-Z than Hunter Biden, I guess is what I'm saying.
100% Jay-Z. Let's go.
He built that life for himself. Like, he didn't really get any marketing for himself for a long time. He had to prove to his dad that this was worth doing, which is probably going to be the hardest thing. This is going to be harder than doing probably any of the other parts, is proving to your family that this is worth it, especially when your dad's a farmer.
Yeah, this is the shit I want to see. Yeah. I want to see more stuff like that. Hey, when Matt Fraser did the rebuilding of his barn, it was fascinating to me. That was an amazing series he did. I like watching Colton work out. I like watching Colton work out today with that camera angle that showed his front yard and showed that country road. And the whole time he was working out, I only saw one car go by. And that like told me a lot. Like, fuck.
Did you watch his 15-mile bike loop?
No.
He's out there.
And that's saying a lot coming from where you're from.
It's different.
Hey, just
the
on the
southeast is different.
Who's this guy, Austin Hatfield? He said he told Austin, he's like, yeah, Austin, you better get ready. I put it to you, I beat you in your Wadapalooza workout. And then he also takes a shot at James Sprague, all friendly fire, but like, hey, James, like, bring your A game. I'm going to toss you up at the Crucible.
I don't know who Austin. I've heard
he's
the name.
Coming. Austin Hatfield is coming, man.
He's good.
No,
I
think he's going to make the games next year. This coming year, I think he's going to make the games.
I got to do a little Instagram stalking.
He's.
I'll tell you, I'll get back to me in 2 minutes. I'll tell you if he's gonna make the game.
Okay. He's got a 400-pound clean on Instagram, and he's a littler guy. He's a littler guy, like that is good at gymnastics.
Right.
But
can he run? Because they ran a lot at semifinals.
They did, but I'm saying for him, he missed the games by one spot because of a miracle run by Spencer Panchik on the last day, and then he just won the Wadapalooza qualifier handedly, beat everybody.
But the Wadapalooza qualifier program sucked my cock.
I get it, but he won.
That was a little
easily.
aggressive, but it was
he won
terrible.
Easily. It wasn't like he was close to, like somebody was close to him. He beat everybody by a lot.
Dude, yes, I get what you're saying, but they were 5 workouts that were all pretty much the same thing.
They weren't the same thing. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It doesn't test anything outside of.
He looks like a fucking redneck. I like him.
He does.
Hey, real quick, Wad Zombie. You got to see Medeiros' setup. We'll get to Medeiros in a second. Wad Zombie, did you see? Every time I have an athlete on here, I ask them, I'm like, hey, do you have a card? And they're like, no, I need one. Did you see Guy even said that? Anyway, I'm hooking you up, buddy. I'm hooking you up.
Here's the deal. He looks strong, and what he does at Crucible will be telling because there are some extremely high skill workouts. And then there also, this is the only thing that I think there's not really, I don't know that there's a workout that's like, man, the hundreds chipper is grindy, but it's not. There's like one thing we know that happens in CrossFit a lot, semifinals or the games, they run a ton, and there's only a mile of running.
Who's only done 3 comps in their life? You, Taylor?
No, Hatfield.
Oh.
How many have I done?
I'm just saying the data points are stacking up, and he's I think he's on the come up.
But I mean, I think Crash will be the test for sure. Like if he comes up top 3 at Crash, I think he'll be close to making the games if he doesn't make the games.
You got Merton, Sprague.
I've done 6.
You know, those are both games athletes. And not like bottom tier game athletes. Like I would say they are games athletes that, you know, will be
perennial athletes.
If not, perennial athletes.
Who are perennial athletes?
Merton,
Sprague.
Sprague's
only made it once.
He will be.
You don't think he's gonna make it next year? Like I would.
I think he's gonna make it, but are you saying he's gonna beat them? Because he's not.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than you think.
But what if he gets third? What if he gets third?
Then who did he beat?
And I agree with that point.
Wait, is Jason Hopper competing at Crucible?
No. This is the fucking winners. This is the winners pick. These are all of the previous winners of Crash.
Hey, is Shelby Neal going to be there this year?
I don't think she's competing. No.
Is that you?
That's me, baby.
You. Who's that girl in front of you?
No idea.
Who's the girl behind you?
Kalarina Key. She's a training think tank athlete. She's a fucking brick shithouse, dude. Click on that. Click on her tag, dude.
She's a tactical games athlete
Miss
now.
Notorious.
Miss Notorious.
We don't care about this person.
Poor girl. I care about you, Shaylin.
Miss Notorious. Dude, she is and her fucking husband.
Jimmy.
Dude, his legs are the size of my torso.
Yes.
Dude, she kills people for a living.
Jimmy's strong as hell,
or something like that. Look at that.
Dude, that's a crazy setup right there.
Isn't that insane?
I think she's a chiropractor or a PT.
That's like me shooting squirrels out of my bedroom window as a kid.
Dude, that's awesome right there. Wow. Steven, Cave Dastro, why the fuck is JR not on the show? Because JR doesn't swim in the mud like we were. We swim in the mud. JR's too clean for this kind of show. We're handling some business today. We went down into the basement. We're working on the plumbing. The CrossFit plumbing. We go noodling. Yeah, I feel bad even having John here. John can't get this kind of mud on him. John has that like just gets a little Christian mud on him, not this.
John,
kind
do you
of
like
mud.
getting your hands dirty in the comments?
How do you mean?
That's a no.
Madera's got a haircut in his newest video.
I don't swear at people if that's what you're asking.
He got a haircut? He got his mullet cut off?
He didn't get it cut off, but he looks like, to be honest with you, it looks like he's working that way. He's inching his way towards removing it. He's kind of like the same thing Tyler is, just shorter and shorter, cleaner and cleaner every week. He also, the video opens. Yeah, play the first few seconds of this video. This is a brilliant start to video. There's Ellie makes a joke, a 2-inch penis joke here. Okay, ready? Watch this shit.
What do you measure?
My penis.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, that's why I said 2 inches, right?
Wow. Coming hard.
She had that ready. She had
Coming
that ready.
hard.
She knew she was going to say
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
A little bit of truth in everything, buddy. Hate to hear that.
Hey, Ellie, you're okay in my book. What a great joke. I love a penis joke. It's a day in a life eating video. What's crazy is I didn't take
Man,
my takeaway. I don't even remember what they ate. That wasn't my like takeaway from it. Look at his hair. Look how young he looks.
He looks like a little baby, buddy.
Yeah,
he looks just out of the womb. That's like the kind of hair you would be born with.
Hey, and he looks lean as shit too.
No, he doesn't. What are you talking about? He looks the same as he looked.
I don't know, dude.
Bagels. Look at that refined carbohydrate, dude. He's eating shit right now too.
Yeah. Muffin and a half.
If there's a discount code, Susan can find it. It seems like
there's always a discount
videos.
code. Everyone and their mom is selling Podium. Dude. Everyone and their mom is selling.
I
Podium.
actually just bought some today. Some sour watermelon pre-workout.
How is it?
I haven't tried the sour watermelon yet, but they have a summertime lemonade flavor, or they had one. Maybe it was a limited run. It was awesome. And then
how very south of you.
What, summertime lemonade?
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude. I like pre-workout. I fucking love pre-workout. I used to be that like 13-year-old that would take that like pre-workout in like the grenade-shaped canister, like that you get from fucking GNC. It's like, this will make your balls hairy. And I'm like, holy shit.
You use pre-workout, John?
Yeah.
What do you use?
It's called Caged.
Fuck. John takes some retarded shit, dude.
Got a pitbull on it. It's got a pitbull on the label. Behind the bars.
No, listen. I looked up on CrossFit's, because CrossFit has a thing and it shows all the approved pre-workouts.
NSF certified.
And yeah, and I found one that was on all three of them, and it was called Caged. And looked at the citrulline, beta-alanine, like all the ingredients that I want in it. And then I just order creatine from bulk supplements, and then I mix it in there and do that every day.
You are such a good Christian, dude. Just go to GNC. This is what you got to do. You got to go to the vitamin shop.
Taylor, if let's say in 2 years, I've killed myself for 2 years, and I get so lucky at semifinals, and I get a miracle run on the events, and I make the games, and then I get pops because I took something from GNC and I didn't put research into it.
The research.
Do you realize like how much just from stupidity I've wasted? I don't think it's worth that.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying go to vitamin shop, say, hey, look, this is what you need to take. There's this pre-workout called Enjoy the Ride.
That sounds like something I don't want to enjoy.
They make
what I have tattooed on the side of my cock, by the way. That's weird.
They make Is it
I'm serious. I've never shared that with anyone. Only my wife knows that. That's crazy.
It's a fucking height regulated ride, dude.
Yeah.
It's Enjoy the Ride, but for
1,400 shows to finally get that told.
Where you at, bro? Okay, I'm sorry. I took it too far.
Hey, before I got to tell you something. If any of you guys pops, who's a regular on this show, you got to just keep coming on the show. Don't be like embarrassed or going to hiding or
blow your podcast up.
Just like if you pop,
taking trend just so we can blow this,
dude.
To another 20,
if you pop,
subs.
just like come on the show like it's not a big deal and let us just take the piss out of you. Don't be all like get all like moody and weird and shit. Seriously.
If I
or like try to blame it on the podium you took.
I'm the most honest person there is. I promise you. I'll tell you everything that I've ever taken. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I've taken heroin.
Hey, Hey, Susan, did you see what just happened? Susan, did you see what just happened with Rumble?
The Rumble thing. Yeah.
Did you? That was weird. Oh, okay.
It happened to us on Shut Up
You
and
getting
Scribble the
throttled?
other day, but
No, but we were streaming live on Rumble. Usually, if it's gonna stop, it stops sooner than that. That was weird. Okay, well, it's okay. It's not a big deal.
dude, they make pre-workout for video gamers now.
Yeah, I saw that. Ghost does that.
Ghost has some. You know, Podium and Ghost is owned by the same people. That's why the flavors for Podium are insane. Like the Ghost stuff, anything Ghost tastes exactly like if they say Ghost Sour Patch Kids blue, it tastes exactly like a fucking blue Power Snatch Kid. I shit you not. They took
Power
the flavor
Snatch
profile. Power Snatch Dick,
Sour
whatever.
Patch Kid.
Wad Zombie, John, you're not.
Get it out.
John, you're not from South America. You'll be fine. I've been just taking Swolverine and I've been fucking enjoying it.
South America? Where did he say?
I don't want to leave that stuff up to chance. I'd rather just be safe and not sorry.
Is Swolverine on the list of OK supplements?
I don't. You're probably fine.
Well, I don't even care. I
I
hope it's not.
You're
I hope-
probably fine.
You hope there's a little in there?
Yeah, I hope Alex put some trend in there. Or
Does this
something.
have any GW1515W6?
Nobody's testing you, Sebon. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd be happy if I accidentally got. Oh, or is that the testing? What do those letters mean down there on the bottom?
It means gay free. That's the GF. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh my goodness. That's where you're gonna get us in trouble.
I'm holding a fart in too. Like I'm trying not to laugh and just
You
let
can
that puppy
mute
rip.
yourself.
Oh, really? All right.
How far are we from Rogue?
3 weeks.
Okay.
3 weeks, yeah.
And how far are we from the Crucible?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
How
It's
are
the
we 3
13th.
weeks from Rogue and
No,
2
we're
weeks?
3 weeks. We're 3 weeks from Crucible, 4 weeks from Rogue. Crucible's on
Per
21st.
month, yeah.
So just so you guys know who are watching, the Crash Crucible, we have been working very hard and not nearly as hard as JR to make sure that we're going to be able to provide you quality footage that looks identical to this. The worst footage you'll see at the Crucible is John's, and the best you'll see will look like mine. And JR has been working hard with all sorts of fucking internet wackadoodle dorks to make sure the internet's good, and they've even had to start digging. They're basically, I don't know if they're putting in fiber or what, but they're digging in a 1 gigabyte line into his gym. They're redoing all the internet there. So the tests we've been running so far are good, except we're still just having some speed issues, but I think we're going to have them fixed. And the way it's going to look is I think we're going to have 3 basically great roaming cameras, and then Brian Friend will be there doing the commentating with a select group of other people who'll be doing it with him, including myself. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. And we'll probably do a Thursday night before. We'll do a bunch of tests in the gym and a bunch of pre-shows, and we'll talk to people. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's full steam ahead. And we will give you crazy access. Who are some of the names who are going to be there? Sprague, Colton Mertens.
I'm going to be there. Me.
Yeah, there you go.
Me.
TP, Tyler Watkins. Oh, who's the other athlete? There was another big name athlete that was going to be there besides Sprague and Colton.
Marquand Jones.
Austin Hatfield.
Hatfield. William Leahy.
Oh,
Leahy.
William.
Are you in the east or the west, Taylor?
East or the West?
Yeah.
I'm in
Ty
the East.
Jenkins.
What ladies are going to be there? Any ladies? Any games athletes?
I think it's a lesser known ladies field. That's a masters athlete. There's a lot of
and Jamie will be there. Jamie Latimer will be there.
There's a lot of semifinals. Oh
There's
wow.
a girl named Arielle Sanders is going to be there. She was at the camp that I was at.
Hey, how was that camp? How was that camp?
It was awesome. I got thoroughly beat down.
Any games athletes there?
Kelsey Kill is probably the best one that was there.
Did she beat everybody?
And some stuff.
I do not. If I leave a session getting beat by someone, I do not say it was fun. Like if I get beat by Jason in a workout,
Taylor,
I'm like,
I got
fuck
beat
you.
on pretty much everything except the lift thing. So you gotta.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Hey,
I had the highest RPMs on the Echo bike. That was.
Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get?
I was happy about that.
How long was it?
This was the last thing we did. We were all very, very, very tired.
Right.
So it's not like an actual max out. I was 116.
Okay, you'll love this workout. Can I just give you this? I made this up the other day. We were doing it every 2 minutes for 5 sets, 20-second echo bike for max RPM or max cadence.
Okay.
At the 10-minute mark, 45 seconds every 2 minutes for 4 sets, 45-second echo bike at 70% of your max RPM. And then at the 18-minute mark, 2-minute AMRAP of max calories.
So we did something very similar to this at the end of like an all day. I know you know what this feels like an all day training camp. This was the last thing that we did. You had 3 sets to find your max RPMs. And then you took 75% and you just went 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off as long as you could.
Oh, wow. I like that. I love that.
Yeah, you went so fast. And then at the 10-minute mark, you go up 2 RPM.
And then when do you go up another 2 RPM?
20
or you don't?
minutes.
At the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, nobody made it to 20 minutes. So
I'd go to like 40 on that. That's like my wheelhouse, dude.
Well, then maybe you need more power.
I don't know. I can put up some good RPMs.
If you were putting up 130, I don't think you're going for 40 minutes.
You're probably right. I'm not putting up 130, but if I'm putting up 130, I'm not doing shit else either.
Well, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, it's not max average cave dash though. It's like you have 20 seconds to get the RPMs as high as you possibly can.
Yeah, because you're gonna like ramp up. You're not just gonna take off. You're gonna ramp up. Tyler,
Sousa, can you?
I've never.
Sousa, can you bring up Pedro's Instagram post where he takes that shot at Kelsey? What's her name? Kelsey Kelsey?
Kelsey
Keel.
Kelsey Keel.
What did someone call her? A low budget Danny Spiegel?
Danny Spiegel.
I think Pedro called her that.
Wow.
Who called her that?
I thought Brandstetter called her that.
No, he wasn't on the show.
I don't think there's anything low budget about her at all.
That was
she's a high budget.
The most sponsored athlete. She's the high budget version.
She's the high budget Danny Spiegel. She's the fucking Farragami Danny Spiegel.
She's something else, this Kelsey Keel, but look at this. She's cool as fuck. Go ahead and play what Pedro said, and then we'll read Kelsey Keel's comments. Look how fucking cool she is. By the way, take note, if you're a human being on planet Earth and you want to fucking live a good life, Kelsey Keel's about to teach you fucking a big, huge lesson here. She's figured it out. This girl cracked the code. Okay, go ahead, Pedro.
That kicks off in about a month's time, and they've suffered a little bit of a dip in financial security of late, having initially announced a prize purse of $1.489 million. It's now down to $1.481 million. Financial experts are blaming the dip in value on Bitcoin trading and have claimed the prize might have actually dropped as much as the value of a Porsche at one point. Bitcoin trader Shane Orr was unavailable for comment. Wodapalooza have been busy updating their leaderboard over the last couple of days. The top 20 will go on to the elite field, and the remaining top 40 will qualify for RX. Let's have a little bit of a look at the leaderboard and see who's there. I'll say the first name I recognize.
This was the best part, dude. I'll say the first person I recognize.
No, that's a different
scroll a lot further.
Well, it's a veritable who's who of who's that. Hands up, though, if you're looking forward to seeing Royce Dunn piss all over an RX competition or Kelsey Keel joining the open field. In other news, Kelsey Keel has announced that she is going individual this season. Oh. There have been letters of thanks sent to numerous American ferry companies this week. It comes as news surfaced that Todd Manley, the former Noble employee...
I don't want to see this ding-dong. I didn't get the Royce Dunn joke. Someone explain that to me. I didn't get the Royce Dunn joke.
He's down in the leaderboard.
For the RX division, not the elite division. And so he's saying if you want to watch Royce Dunn beat the fuck out of a bunch of RX athletes.
Which would be amazing.
Why is Roy Dunn's doing that?
Because the qualifier workouts sucked dick. They were so bad, dude.
So
and here's the thing. They did a great job because they did the same workout for every division. That I cannot imagine trying to piece that together. But the problem with doing the same qualifier for every division, it's the reason why at the games you have the open, which everyone does, then quarterfinals, then semifinals, then the games. You don't just go straight from the open to the games.
So you're okay with what Mr. Royce has done?
Well, he did his best, and he only qualified for RX.
Oh, so if you don't do good, they shove you down?
Yeah, you have to be top 20 to go elite, then 20 to 40 your RX, and then Kelsey Keel's like bottom 80.
That's awesome. Oh, we got to get behind him then for that. We got to just totally. We got to cover the shit out of that at Wadapalooza. That'll be fun. Hey,
Like, this
hey,
is the
that digital
difference.
fucking frame you have back there, that is some fucking white trash ghetto
Dude, did I
shit.
tell you?
What the fuck is that? Who gets those?
Hey, dude, listen. Fuck you. My
What a
fucking
waste of
father-in-law.
time and life. Jesus
Shut up.
Christ.
Shut
Okay, go
up.
ahead.
My
Go
father-in-law
ahead.
gave
What
me
do
that.
you
But
have?
listen, here's a funny story.
What?
You know that
What?
picture of my dick and balls tucked underneath my legs
Yeah.
that I sent to the group chat?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
sent a mangina pic to the group chat, and my best
Yeah.
friend Jake, like I sent it to him before anybody else. And you can have like an account to this picture frame.
I like that,
upload-
Sousa.
To upload pictures to it. And my mother-in-law and
upload it?
father-in-law are on it. Like Lizzie's parents are on it. My mom's on it. My sister's on it. and
All
Jake's
on that.
it.
They're all in the same frame account. Everyone has the same frame.
They have the same frame account. And my friend put my dick and ball pussy pic up there. And my mom texted me. My mom texted me and she goes, "You need to remove that picture from the Wonder Frame or whatever." And I was like, "What picture?" And she was like, "The one Jake uploaded." And I immediately shit myself. And I think we got it down before Lizzie's parents saw it. But
And
dude,
guys,
I was-
How does Jake have access to that account?
they gave him access to it. I didn't. They thought it would be cool for my birthday. And I'm like, you fucking retards gave him access to that account? He has more nudes of me than any other person on the planet.
Bro, that is going to go horribly wrong. Throw that away. Throw that. Just to pick that, break it right now. I'm serious.
No, I kicked him off the account. They kicked him off the account. He's off.
Dude, you're going to accidentally upload something, dipshit.
I'm not on the account.
Dude, your phone's going to sync with that.
No.
And there's going to be like some fucking hemorrhoid that you meant to send to your doctor, and it's going up there, dude. A foreskin
check out
tear,
this golf
something.
ball. Check out this golf ball I got on my butt.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Susan, would you have that linked up with your whole family? Fuck no. Dude, that's crazy, dude. Hey, something crazy's going up there. Hey, worse, you're going to see a picture of your mom doing something. Your mom's going to accidentally upload some shit.
It goes both ways.
Stop, dude.
Dude.
It's not like iCloud. It's a separate app you have to go into.
Okay. Your dude, these are dude, you guys in the South, you guys can't even work a fucking remote for a TV set. How the fuck are you going to figure out how to separate your photos from your personal like porn collection to that? It's just dumb, dude. I'm telling you it's dumb. You're crazy. That is playing with fire. Dude, you already had one mistake and that was with your balls tucked in.
Dude, I want someone. Is that weird that it's? I think it would be hilarious if someone posted that picture, but it would get them canceled. It wouldn't get me canceled.
It's good.
It took it took me a while to figure out what I was looking at.
You looked at it for that long, you gay wad?
I didn't know what it was.
Me too. I showed it to my mom. I go, "What's this?"
I thought it was a close up of a Ken doll, and I was like,
God.
Have you seen both angles? Have you seen both angles,
Yes,
John?
I've seen.
just the one that was in the thread.
You got to see the other angles.
Oh, was the
Crazy.
one in
wanna
the
see
thread
the
the one
other
that
angle.
I took like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one, and then Lizzie took a picture of me doing it. So it's like
didn't
this,
see
and
that.
I'm sitting here with my legs splayed out, and my balls and wiener are tucked underneath my. Yeah. Anyways, that was.
It's the nuclear energy, dude, to the T. It's the guy who was on the Biden cabinet who got caught stealing women's luggage and like wearing their clothes. The guy who's in charge of our nuclear weapons.
Him.
Transporting them. It looked just like him. It was crazy.
I sent that to a group chat with 14 people. What is wrong with me?
It was
I can
great.
honestly say I've never
No
had
shame.
Tuxception.
Hey, I honestly thought it was a mistake when you sent it. I'm like, oh, he fucked up. That wasn't meant for us. Okay.
Dude.
Was there anything else? I feel like there was something else that needed to be talked about.
The butthole waxing tutorial.
Sam Brighton, thank you. Brenton. Hey, Bernie, I thought I came back strong in this morning show after that fucking crazy debacle. I thought I came
That
back
was fun
hard.
to watch. That was so fun to watch.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought I came back hard. I like your writing, but you said like I had a tough show. I thought I came back hard. I had a tough first half, but then I fucking did a triple double in the second half. Look at me showing off little basketball metaphor.
triple double. What is that? Do you know what that is? Tell us.
Something in basketball. It's passing and
10 points,
assists
10 rebounds, 10 assists.
Oh.
Double figures in all 3 of those.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sandwich it
Yeah,
in
he was
and out.
asking you, John. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't want to hear you struggle with it.
So what does Hiller say in the Tia video? Does he say she's on it for sure?
So that's the thing to me. He basically looks at things that are correlating to each other. So she has the spots on her stomach. I'm gonna ruin the video. I don't know if I should do that, but
Yeah, ruin it.
she
Ruin it.
has
It's fine. It's fine.
okay. She has the spots on her stomach, and then like her physique changed quite a bit leading up to that.
Yeah, it's called
Her,
pregnancy.
No, this was before she was ever pregnant. That he goes back in time. He's like, I noticed this a long time ago and never talked about it. So he looks at that, and then her physique changed and her demeanor as an athlete changed. And then he cites several other like factors, and he's just like, to me, that's the thing. Like the proof of burden, or the burden of proof is on him to prove it. But like there are several things that correlate. That's what I'll say about it.
I think if you're searching for something, you can make yourself think anything, like make sense of anything. Like freaking
Yeah, but Hiller's not that foolish. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, but it's
like I'm a
is he
conspiracy
wants
theory
Tia
guy.
to be on
I love
steroids
conspiracy
and he
theories,
loves
and I
Rich
don't see
Fromm.
that out of
You
him.
could say Rich is a freaking arrogant person, and him throwing his badge down is roid rage. Like,
I think Rich was on steroids.
You can make sense of that if you wanted to, is what I'm saying. And he wants to on Tia. He doesn't want to on somebody like Rich. Like, I just think if you're searching, you can just make sense of it to yourself in your head.
I don't think Rich, well, I don't know. I don't think Rich was on steroids, but to me, looking at him at like 2014, 2015, when he's just like a fucking slab of shit, like just huge. How are you not making a video about that?
Hey,
Come
let
on,
me ask
Hiller,
you
where
this.
you at?
Do you think Tia's going to respond to this?
Do
you think?
Want to. Like he's...
No, Tia's not going to respond to this. She doesn't even know who Hiller is.
That's what I was thinking about when you were talking about Kelsey Keel. I was like, what they should do is make like a funny video of like her looking like she's shooting up steroids or something, and then her actually it going into her testing, and then being like, I'm not fucking on shit. Like, just do a funny, like, take the piss out of it.
I don't think Tia doesn't know who Hiller is, but I also don't think they're gonna give him the time of day.
I don't think they're gonna give him time of day.
Yeah, there's no shot. And I don't think Rich was on steroids, but what I'm saying is, if you're making the video about Tia, look at Rich in 2015. He looks like a freak. Just
you can make the same accusation.
And this is the other thing. Hold on, this is
that you do Tia.
This is the thought that escaped my brain when we were talking about this earlier on in the show, and I have to say it. On social media, taking the images that we see of these athletes on social media is the worst, in my opinion, way to measure objectively whether or not they're using steroids. Do you meet these athletes in person and they're like 4 feet fucking tall? Of course they look yoked.
He's seen her in person.
They're tiny, but they're not. You go and meet a bodybuilder, dude. The bodybuilders at Golds, they look like fucking video game characters that will eat you for breakfast. I'm like, holy shit, dude, keep your clothing on. I don't want to, don't even like breathe on me. You're going to knock me over, but you meet a
What do you think about this, this statement that Vindicate's saying, get your CEO shirts now. Would she really be dumb enough to inject an area you can see?
Duh.
Hey,
yeah,
dude.
but
between the
it's
toes,
also
baby.
one of those things.
I actually, just to answer that, yes. People, we're surrounded by retards. So,
well, even that, it's like if you were doing it and you wanted to hide it, you'd also be like, well, if I act weird about this, people are going to think. So if I just flaunt it, they wouldn't think that I'm actually doing that. You know what I mean? You could write it up
too much. I don't think she's
I know, but like
they're all way smaller than you think they are.
Well,
Instagram makes them look huge. Instagram.
You're thinking about that picture of Rich and who is it? Matt Chan and Jason by the pool.
No, I'm thinking about the picture of Matt. Think about the picture of Matt, Rich, and
Hobart.
No, Khalipa.
Yeah, I know, but there's 4. Austin Malleolo.
Oh yeah,
I took both those pictures. I sharpened.
Right?
I took that one and I took the one at the pool. Those are sharpened. Those are with that one with the clothes. I took that one. That's been sharpened and the contrast is way up.
This is the best CrossFit picture of all time.
Yeah,
right.
And they're mid-pump. Yeah, and then that other one where they're looking at each other's forearms, that one's also with the not a wide angle lens, but like 16mm lens. So everything on the outside looks really big.
But here's the other thing: these guys look from right to left, 5'8", 5'9", 5'7".
Right.
They're stacked.
Who's 5'7"? Yeah. Okay.
Khalifa, I don't know. He's
Khalifa.
kind of a midget.
No, he's 5'10".
He's not 5'10". Get
He's my
out
height.
of here.
He's my
no,
height.
no, he's not.
No, he's way shorter than Hiller.
He's
Yeah,
not.
Logan, I can't do that for you. If I get you flipping the pig and doing some row push-up swim workouts, you'll be all blown up too. Thank you.
Fuck drug testing. Let everyone take whatever they want.
Oh, that's where you inject, Sebi. I've been injecting right into my. I hear you. I've been injecting my CJ 1295 right in exactly those marks where T is. And I told Hiller, I'm like, hey, I don't have any marks, and I've been injecting there every other day. And he said, that's because you're fucking black. I said, all right.
Slight mischaracterization.
I identify as
on
black.
point.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. Who might argue?
You know, there's a new kid that's going viral on
Taylor, show us your stomach. Let's see your mark, like your fucking butt white. All of you guys, your gyno. Hey, dude,
gynecomastia.
Dang, look at that. Hey, listen, Hiller showed me a photo of an athlete who has a scar from where they had their gyno removed.
Gynecomastia.
Yeah.
There's man tits.
And it's like, I'm like, wow. Wow.
I have that a little bit.
A scar?
No.
You have gynecomastia?
Like a little bit. My nipples are big. They're puffy.
That's not. I don't think that's gynecomastia.
I don't like. No, there's levels to it.
From what is it from? What do you get it from?
It's a hard mass that forms. It has to do with estrogen, how much estrogen, and so your body has to do something with it, and it'll form a mass.
And that's why people with steroids get it, because their testosterone's so high, so their estrogen's real high too.
Sevon's getting a chub. Listen to John talking about his gynecomastia. His pants are falling up.
Just want to touch your tits, John. Hey, Hiller told me it never goes away. Hiller told me it never goes away if you get that.
You have to get it surgically removed.
Oh, Sarah Cox, I don't have marks either. Just send me photos, please.
How does it happen?
You already have it. Oh, okay. So Sarah doesn't have marks on her stomach either, where she puts the needle. All right.
It's a accumulation of like hard fat, right?
So you got to get your body fat down. I'm just trying to figure out. You get it from taking steroids. Okay.
Yes.
Tomorrow there's
no show. Why do you have it, John?
What?
Why do you have it?
You can get it. You can get it when you're in your teens. Like if you have high estrogen in your teens, you can get it.
I was in rehab with a kid who's.
You see me with my shirt off. It's not like.
No, you don't. I would have never guessed you had gyno. You have nice nipples.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it'll be if it's classified as that. I'm just saying they're a little bit puffy. You know what I mean?
I was in rehab with a kid whose parents put him on testosterone or steroids because he didn't develop that much in puberty. Like, I think he was just going to be a fucking mega beta.
He needed it.
And his parents were like, fuck, no, we're rich. We're going to give him this shit. He's got to be an athlete. And he was still a little bitch in rehab.
That's becoming more common. You give them GH in the middle, like where they should be having puberty. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. People are giving kids growth hormone.
Because they're not getting that fat cock in puberty, dude. They're like, you see your kid showering, you're like, man, it's not looking big enough for me. Let me call the doctor.
Oh my God.
And there's the
bottom. Do not give your kids drugs. I do not condone that.
What the fuck is wrong with people, dude? My son's voice is a little up there, so I'm gonna give him some GH.
J.R. Howell, you're told to rotate sites when taking sub-Q meds like insulin, heparin. Oh, I used to give someone heparin shots. That's blood thinner. So you won't develop scar tissue and prevent absorption. Sarah's been on for 12 years and has a six-pack with no marks on her stomach. Yeah, I saw you in a bathing suit. I didn't see any marks. I was looking closely. All right. Tomorrow there's no show. Tomorrow I'm going up north to Craig Howard's gym, Diablo CrossFit. I'll be there at 8 in the morning till 5 p.m.
Oh shit! What are you gonna do?
I'm filming Athena Perez's Scaled Nation seminar.
Oh wow!
I'll be with Susan all day. I'm kind of excited. Susan goes, "Hey, what should I bring?" I go, "Bring one of those cardboard cartons of coffee." That will empower me. Do you remember when you used to get a sack of weed and you just had a brand or like a pack of cigarettes and you're like, fuck, this is awesome. That's what it's going to be like tomorrow when Caesar rolls up with a whole box of coffee. I'm going to be like, yes.
Sack of weed, baby. I remember those days.
And a 2-finger bag. All right. Thank you, everyone. Sousa, thank you. Good to see you. I guess Sunday we have a show.
Yeah, Sunday. Sunday's the next one. Then we got a whole lineup coming up in the next couple of weeks, which will be fun.
Oh Shit. Monday we have David Sutcliffe on in the morning. This guy has 2 90-minute videos giving Andrew Tate, therapy. So we got this therapist that worked with Andrew Tate coming on Monday morning. That's gonna be cool. Then in the evening we have Dave Driscoll from Bali. Tuesday, Dale King. Oh, with Greg Glassman. We have Dale and Greg Glassman coming on. Oh shit, I gotta make sure I watch Dale's movie before then.
Yeah, it drops that day on the 3rd.
Wednesday morning we have Brian Friend and Facundo together.
The dynamic duo, some might call.
On Thursday, is Thursday Alexis Raptis?
Yeah, it's gonna get swapped out.
Okay.
We'll reschedule
Allegedly.
it on the now and then.
And then Shut Up and Scribble with J.R. Howell and Mr. Taylor Self. Then on Friday, Travis Mayer and Devin Kim. Oh, shit. Wow, this week is going to be a fun week.
Are you going to be on that on Friday? Oh, I guess it's the games update show. Is that?
And the games update. And then the games update show. No, they're in the morning. Then we'll do the games update show in the evening. And John Young will be here. I haven't decided if I'm inviting Taylor and Tyler back. To be determined.
If they make the cut.
I like being a sixth man.
All right. Normally, I wait until like there's been a bunch of no's, Tyler, before I invite you. This week, like you were one of the first. You made the first round. It was a fucking.
Oh,
it was
nice.
crazy.
First round draft.
Dude, what did you do to John Young? Did you not make it last week?
No, I was at the camp. I couldn't.
You
made it late.
Yeah,
I boycotted.
Phone.
I didn't get invited
Boycotted.
anyways, but he was like, "Does anyone want to take my spot?" I was like, "No."
Great strategy.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I would be done in time, and it wasn't done. So
He was on Suicide Watch too. 2 of you guys were in Suicide Watch.
That was a good show with Travis, by the way. Or Tyson. Rather.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Is Tyson playing Sunday?
Good question.
he will be on the field.
It's gonna get
Really?
weird, right?
I mean, he'll be in pads if Fields doesn't
Wait,
get
shit.
hurt.
You mean on the sidelines, or you mean?
I mean,
On
he's ready
three.
to go. He's gonna be warming up the whole game.
Tyson Bagent is an undrafted rookie. According to Brad Briggs, the Chicago Tribune, the rookie had several teams interested in him. It's hard to imagine Bagent thought he saw a path. Tyson Bagent is witnessing a perfect storm unfold. The last undrafted rookie quarterback to start games during the season was David Blow in 2019. Wow. What a name, David Blow. The last undrafted rookie quarterback to start a game during the season was David Blow in 2019. So it's been 5 years.
Wow.
That came after
Where's
injuries
David
of
Blow now?
Matthew Stafford and Jeff Driscoll. The situation unfolding in Chicago is entirely different. There is a real possibility Fields could be benched in the next few weeks. He's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns. His mom and dad have disowned him.
Who did the Bears play this week?
It's insane to think that Bagent in some small way might have seen this possibly coming. These you fucking idiots. Of course dude. He's been dreaming this his whole life. This is his world. We're living in it.
Yeah, but do you think he thought he was going to be playing when he got signed a month ago?
Dude, this kid has unbelievable self-belief.
I bet he was very thankful he got signed.
Yeah, but having self-belief is not the same as saying, I'm going to be playing this season.
Dude, that kid thinks he's the fucking best that's ever done it. I'm telling you, in between those ears, like he already thinks he's the fucking next Tom Brady. He might be humble. He might never fucking let that out, but I'm telling you, there's no fucking chinks in this kid's armor. Just watch him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I'm like, oh, nice talking to you. Do you want to go? And he's like, yeah, but first tell me why fluoride's bad. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck, dude. And all he's just studying that playbook. He's got a Bible in one hand and the playbook in the other.
Well, he needs to.
Which does he read more?
Both. Fitty. Two
God,
pages, two
fucked.
pages, 2x2s.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you.
Puts in the work.
I'm telling you, it's gonna get weird. It's already weird. It's already weird that he comes on the show. Big Jeremy E. World, biggest takeaway from tonight's show is John doesn't stand up his squats.
Do you think when a team drafts someone like Tyson, do you think they're like, okay, here's a guy we can develop, or you think this is okay, here's our fucking backup plan if everything goes to fucking shit, we've got a guy who can at least hike the ball? Serious question.
Yeah, here's what I think happened. There's this event called the Senior Bowl. It's like the Pro Bowl for
I know what that is.
College football. The offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears was the coach of the Senior Bowl. He went there and he's like, oh, fuck. This one's real. This isn't Tim Tebow. This isn't Doug Flutie. This is a 6'3" fucking stallion with a huge hand who's got a fucking genius brain on him. Drug-free, trouble-free. I'm gonna bring him in and fucking the world's gonna be blown away. And and it's happening. Like that. I think that guy fucking saw it. That's what I think. What the fuck do I know? But yeah, I know. Never mind.
So I have a question.
I'm not going to fake humility. That's exactly what happened.
Okay. The Bears are really bad, right?
Then why didn't they draft him, Sevy? Because they didn't have to. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, John.
The Bears are a really bad football team, right?
Horrible. Worst ever.
Horrible. One of the worst teams in the league. What is going to happen when they draft a quarterback with their number 1 pick or number 2 pick next year?
Oh,
hey, dude. Here's the guy who holds the NCAA all-time touchdown passing record and won the Harlan Trophy.
So
I mean, it's not like he wasn't just like okay.
But here's the thing: the first pick thing it's not always a Patrick Mahomes.
No, I know, but
sometimes it's a Johnny Manziel.
If you know if you know Justin Fields is not it, and you're going to pick Caleb Williams.
Good, then they'll have Montana and Young.
I mean, I hope that's the case. I hope Fields gets benched and Bagent comes in, and then they freak like he does well, and they win a couple games.
Bagent? Come on, you know his name.
Bagent.
Shut up, dude. Fikowski. Okay, Bryce. Stop it, dude.
Fuck.
Don't do that.
John, he just butt raped you, dude.
Bagent. Bilbo Baggins.
Hey, you can't be throwing around the Bryce shit lightly. That's fucking rude. That's
and then they
mean.
take a defensive.
John's a good dude.
He is.
Yeah.
They give him a shot. I just think it's a long. Tom Brady's a once in a lifetime thing. You know what I mean?
And his time's up, and it's time for somebody new.
I guess he's not
Tom
wrong.
Brady's gone, baby. He's doing interviews
Hey,
now.
Here's the thing too with him. I mean, not from our perspective, but from his perspective, everything from here is just gravy.
It is. Like he's already outdone expectations.
Yeah.
He wasn't expected to make the team.
How much did he get? How much is he making? Is there a base? What's the base salary?
Lucas Sendi. Oh, I saw 2.7 million already.
Wow.
Lucas Sendi's.
It's not guaranteed though.
No, 25,000 is guaranteed according to the paper.
So like, if he's active for the game, which he is now, he is. He's on the field with pads. If Fields gets hurt, he goes in. Right.
Yep.
He gets a game check, and that game check is what 540,000 would be over 18 weeks. That's how they get paid. So like, say if he's 7 games active, he gets 7 games at 540,000, and then the rest of the weeks he'd be a practice squad, which is like 200,000. He still gets checks.
That's a fuckload of money.
But it's way less than a game check. That's how it works.
Greg C. Sevon, you also thought he was getting drafted in the first round. Details, schmeetails. Holy Santa Claus shit. How does Sevon know football? I don't. I just fucking winging it.
He's like a Taylor Swift fan.
Recently converted to it.
Yeah.
Bernie, I don't think he's the number 3 quarterback right now, by the way. I think he's
backup, right?
Yeah, I think now he's back up.
Mm-hmm.
And something weird's going on over there for sure. And I suspect that somewhere I saw or read that whoever the main dude is, Fields, that he's on like concussion watch or some shit.
He sucks too.
He is
so
on
bad.
concussion watch.
Like blaming the coaches in the press conference probably wasn't too smart.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, they said they'd
have to
fucked
be
up.
bad. They'd have to be bad for like 4 more weeks, or he'd have to get hurt for Tyson to get in.
Dude, can we talk about Travis Kelce, or is that too much?
No, we can feel free to talk about that douchebag. That guy is a
that guy,
complete
dude.
douchebag.
Yeah, like Travis Kelce.
Nothing.
Like him.
Fuck no, dude. I want to smack him in the face.
He is a world class douche.
Because of his Pfizer picture or anything else.
Oh, it's more than
just because of that, but it's not just that. It's like how you do one thing is how you do everything. You're willing to take a check for some bullshit you know doesn't work that's fucking people up.
Fucking
Dude.
boys up. Fucking young boys up.
He's a
fucking young
stooge,
men up.
bro. He's a fucking
yeah. Someone's like, Sevy, you do the same thing. There's no fuck. I would take the money and be like, hey, I would not get this, by the way.
Yeah, I take the money in the commercial and I'd be like, and you're all fucking idiots if you get this shot.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think they'd give you the money then.
They wouldn't give me the
Yeah,
money.
right,
I
right.
wouldn't take the money. I wouldn't take the money.
Hey, can you imagine signing?
Fuck off. That's not how that works.
Right.
But can you imagine signing a contract with someone that's like also says like, hey, you won't talk bad about us? Knowing it's someone like Pfizer, it's a twofer also. You know that, right? His commercial's like, hey, take the flu shot and the fucking injection for the 49ers. It's like, are you out of your mind doing that to young men? You're a scumbag. Hey, he might as well sell cigarettes, dude. Seriously, he might as well just be smoking.
I think it's worse than that. Pfizer's fucking killed millions of people, and not just from the COVID vaccine. Aren't they the company that killed a bunch of Nigerian kids in the fucking 90s and had to pay an insane fine for it?
They're horrible.
They've killed fucking dude. Do you think he's really that much of a dumb fuck that he doesn't know this shit?
Yes.
No, I do.
You think he's that stupid? He just doesn't
He's stupid,
know.
dude.
I think he doesn't. I don't think any research put into it. I don't think he thought anything of it.
I mean, how do we know that? I don't know much about him at all.
We don't. But like, I don't think he.
Well, I dislike him equally. If you're that dumb to not have any idea what's going on, or if you know and go ahead with it, I think you're an asshole.
Play the game. What's your number?
I don't think I have a number. I don't know. For
You
Pfizer?
And I'm talking about
and you're a person of influence too. People follow you, not like now. Like you have
billion.
followers.
A billion. Give me a billion.
I'm just telling you, you have a number, and I bet you it's a lot less than $1 billion, my friend.
So wait a second. So Susan, lay it out for me. So like, hey, like, what do I have to do for $100 million, Sevon? We need you. Do I have to take the shot too myself?
No.
I mean, you saw the commercial, so play it right off that example. He had to sit down and say whatever hokey line he did and like pull his sleeve up to show his 2 fucking band-aids, right?
On top of that, they
one,
make them do that to have your job. You are not allowed to play if you do not get the vaccine. You're not allowed to play.
Okay,
so he has to get it anyway.
I
know he does. No, that's not true.
Aaron Rodgers didn't get it.
It is true. My best friend is in the NFL, and
Aaron
they made him get that shot, or he was not able to be on the team.
Shoot it on the floor. Those people can have someone shoot it on the floor.
People as high as Travis Kelce is what you're saying?
Yeah, he didn't have to.
Aaron Rodgers didn't get it.
And I think he did. They
no,
caved.
He didn't.
He caved.
He did not cave.
Well,
I have a digital picture frame, bitches. I don't need the money from Pfizer.
Is that what the whole thing was? Because he didn't.
Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
Did he take injection?
And that's true.
Okay, like Sevon, what's your number?
You're probably right. Like if you're that high up, you can find your way around it. But they were making people take it.
Novak Djokovic didn't take it.
He says he's unvaccinated.
He said he sat out. What was it? The Australian Open, or he was in fucking jail, dude. They had him in like fucking jail. They wouldn't let him out of a fucking holding cell.
Djokovic?
What's your number then? So he doesn't have a number.
You're talking about Djokovic.
Yeah, Novak Djokovic.
What do you mean he doesn't have a number? How do you know
maybe
he already attained
didn't take
already attained his?
Or
number?
they didn't offer it to him. Whatever. What's your number then, Sevon? What's your number then?
I don't know. I don't think I would do it, but I think it's a fair question.
Well, fuck you. You wouldn't do it, but I have to do it because I have a number.
I'd promote Coke way before I'd promote the injection. The injection is just crazy to promote. It's just known to kill people.
I mean, here's the deal. It would be a hard decision to make, but at the same time, if somebody came with $100 million cash and that changed your life and your whole entire family's life for multiple generations, and they're like, hey, but you have to say this commercial and you you know what you're endorsing.
I don't think I would do it. Think about, I don't know, dude. What I'm changing my family's life.
You don't know what you're endorsing.
You don't want, no, it's not. You don't know what you're, it's killing
I don't
people.
know.
One, but look at Joe Biden changed his family's life. Look at his son, still a fucking loser, still a piece of shit. They have a fuckload of money. There are a lot of assholes
more
with
than
money.
100 million for others.
Hey, I'm not saying that it's that's going to happen for sure. I'm just saying there's different parameters to it.
If somebody gave me $100 million for taking the vaccine and doing that,
You're saying I shouldn't call Travis Kelce a piece of shit, dude?
No, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
You can still call him a piece of shit.
That's not what I'm saying.
Hey, it's also you could just be like, you could also say like, hey, I'm a piece. You could also say I would give him a lot of wiggle room if he would just be like, hey, I'm a piece of shit. I took this money. Like, is he allowed to say that?
Who knows?
Probably not. There's no fucking way, dude.
Hey, dude, if somebody came to you and was like, all right, we're gonna give you $100 million, Taylor Swift's gonna be your girlfriend for a little bit, just gonna pump your personal brand.
And there's gonna be
are you really you think there's something like that that's a whole
it happens all the time.
The sad thing about it is
it's all connected. Taylor Swift's a part of this.
You got Taylor Swift, the Illuminati's in full effect, motherfuckers. Dance.
The sad thing is Travis Kelce.
And now, like, everybody's talking about that motherfucker. Everybody, because whether it's the outrage from his endorsement from Pfizer or whether it's because Taylor Swift pulled up in the suite, right?
His jersey sales supposedly went up 400% since it got released that he's banging Taylor Swift. Do you think that there is some sort of like?
I just want to play all the angles here. I don't know. I'm just
you think that
he's not saying what is happening. He's just saying what could be happening.
I'm just saying. It seems pretty
wow,
strange, right?
Wow.
This comes out, we're all talking.
Kanye
Swift,
did the exact same thing.
Who?
Kanye. Oh, it's an accident that he got with Kim. He really loved Kim. Are you kidding me?
They got a shitload of kids, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, you can make those no problem with anybody.
Is that really?
Hey, dude, Kanye's weird as fuck, dude.
I don't know if that's real, but it's not far from it. Their kids are directions. Like one is like east and one is north. And his last name's West. So
I don't know, but I'm just saying that's overwhelming TikTok right now with the younger generation. So you have all the females, and then you got a bunch of males, and then we just captured everybody's attention with.
That's the other thing.
He did need the money, though. That's the thing. There's a difference between making $5 million a year and making $20 million a year. Huge difference. You're in a whole different fucking what? Massive.
But Sousa's saying, oh, you have a number. Like, right, me making $4 a year versus $4 million, that's a huge difference. It's not the same as the difference between making 5 and 15.
Elon has everything.
That's a fair point too.
I'm agreeing with that comment saying that he didn't need the money. It wasn't like
it. I think he needed it.
I don't know what
he wanted to fly private.
Your version of need is different from his.
He already did.
Yeah.
Dude, the difference between 1 million to 10 million is massive. 10 million to 25 million, massive. 25 to 50 million.
Hey, what if you
for lives, dude? Completely.
By the way, I agree with Wad Zombie. I think Kanye. I think he loved Kim, and I think Kim loved him. And the reason why I say that is I do. And the reason why is Kim's stepdad became a tranny, like flipped the script on it, like cut his dick off, Bruce Jenner. And let me tell you, Kanye's like I could see Kanye doing that in 10 years. Kanye's out there.
He could be a tranny.
He could do any dude. He's as weird as Bruce Jenner.
This is the crazy thing. Do you think people would go trans if it was more commonplace to say the full word, going transvestite? Does that make sense? Like if someone's like,
if you didn't just call it a port, what the fuck are you asking?
Dude, I'm saying if people had to say I'm a transvestite, I think they're probably, I don't know, dude, I would be less likely to do it.
It's not as brand. It doesn't, the branding.
I think tranny sounds great. And for some reason that one, people don't like that one.
It doesn't carry the brand power. Trans has a lot of brand power. Transvestite is like you have a disorder.
Look who it is.
Well, they all.
Transvestite just showed up.
Hey, what if you find out that guy Travis Kelce only made like $800,000 off that deal?
I'd fucking
Worth
I don't know
it.
what
For
I
dating.
do.
Having
Worth
to deal
it.
with Taylor.
Sousa's a fucking villain, dude. Kick him off here, dude. I'm getting sick of this Pfizer endorsement.
I'll endorse that shit right now for $100.
Yeah, Simone.
I'll
if,
endorse it for a cheeseburger and a free meal of large fries.
if Pfizer comes to you and says, "Hey, Simone, $100 million," just say you took it.
100 mil.
Shoot
I
this.
would right
Or
away
actually
start being
take it.
like, hey, I would start away being like, well, think of all the good I could do with this money.
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
justified, baby.
I could go to Armenia and like help those people over there getting fucking destroyed in Nagorno-Karabakh. I could, yeah. Oh, I'll bring world peace to the. I'll build schools in Africa.
I'll
and,
just buy
yeah.
a dildo company or something.
Yes. What do I care? I don't have to talk to anyone ever again. I just 100 million. I could. That's money that's generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, I bought 2 yachts and I'm poor.
Exactly.
I didn't know maintaining them would be so expensive.
I don't know. Being independently wealthy is like the dream, right? So in that respect, he probably didn't need the money, but if you're dating Taylor Swift, it's probably nice having a few. I wonder how much he got paid. I'm really wondering how much he got paid. How much did it change his life?
Yeah, that is the question, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's the thing. If you found out the number and it was high enough, would you change your opinion about him or would it stay the same?
Yeah, I would change my opinion about him.
What would be the high enough number?
That's a great question.
I don't
haven't
know.
liked him to begin with, so I don't think it would change my opinion. I thought he was a douche.
But yeah, but he'll still be a douche. He's still a fucking killer. He's a baby killer. He's a boy killer. He speaks directly to the group of people who should not be fucking taking the injection. Directly to them.
He's making a dumb demographic and a dumb country dumber.
Yeah.
He's making people that already don't know better. They're
Yeah.
already fucking stupid. Half the country took it. Like, that's dumb.
We have no proof that it works. We know that it doesn't stop transmission. We know that it doesn't stop symptoms. We know that strong young males don't ever die from it, and yet that's who you're at. And we also know that it causes the 49ers can cause heart attacks and clotting in people, and yet he's selling it to them. Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
And we also know all that speculation. So YouTube, we're good to go here. It's just speculation. Don't censor us.
Yeah,
it's like
We're
all the
speculating.
steroid videos. They always
just
say, "I'm not a
speculate.
doctor."
What do we know? We're not doctors.
Susan's not regretting bringing this up, by the way.
I don't know the difference between transvestite and transsexual, so this is going nowhere.
But we accept all of them. Let's make that clear. YouTube, please.
We accept all.
Is there a difference?
Whatever you want to be called.
The WHO guidelines are what you should follow. 100%.
Setting
no
up
doubt.
TV, WHO
Yeah.
guidelines.
Yeah. AMA, all that shit.
Whatever. They're good to go.
Wow.
There you have it.
I brought that up, not Sousa. I said, can we talk about Travis Kelce?
I know, and I just want to clear the pot.
Tank Reeves said, "You need to have Rolf on again, man." I know, I agree. There's so many people I want to have on again. The more, I by the way, I used to always say like I want to get out of the CrossFit space. Fuck it, I don't even care anymore. I'm just going full in. I've gone full retard.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
I'm like Lauren Fisher. I'm just full. No, Sousa said, "Know your niche." Fine. Oh, go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fuck, did you all get Patrick Bet David on the show? I look back and I'm like, they had Patrick Bet David on the show. How the
You
fuck
had
did that
Patrick
happen?
Bet David on the show?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck you guys?
I'm
I want
sorry
to get him
for
on
not-
again. What if I get him on tomorrow?
Holy
If you could get him
shit.
on again, he's huge now. Like he's gotten way
He was
bigger
big
since
then,
before
too.
your
That
show.
was-
He was big
big
then, but like he is massive now.
Was he the owner of the? Doesn't he own the Yankees?
He's part owner.
He's part owner of the Yankees.
Did he
Yeah.
part own the Yankees when you guys had him on?
No. That's
Oh,
recent.
wow.
That happened like
I'm a
couple months
talent
ago.
scouter, bro. I saw him from way out in the distance.
You are a talent scouter, dude. That's
Really covered it.
crazy.
I remember listening.
How many years ago was that?
That's ever
That was like last year.
When we have him
Wow.
on 2 years ago, it'll be in March. It'll probably be 2 years in March because I remember it was like right when I was starting with the Livermore Pleasanton Academy.
I got to go back and watch that show. How good was it? Was it great?
It was really good.
solid.
Yeah,
Patrick
he's
Bet
slowly
David. I'm
grown.
Patrick Bet David. You're talking about politics? We're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about the president? Dude, I love that guy.
Oh, he's grown on me super.
Dude, he's
like
I love him. He's the shit.
it paid off being on your all show.
But he likes Sevon and he's Armenian. But
Oh, that's
What?
how you got him on the show. Sevon
Oh,
knew him
fuck
through like
off.
a
Shut
third
the
uncle or
fuck up.
something.
Did you play
Hey, I
that
called him
card?
on that too. I said, "Did you come on here just because I'm Armenian?" He said, "No, not at all."
A little
Ever
bit.
since that podcast, his career really took off.
I thought
That's
he was
true.
Jewish with that hyphened last name, like Bet David. Just
Bet
kind of
David.
sounds like Israeli, not like American Jewish. But
He's
like,
from
He's-
Israel.
No,
yeah,
it's
Iran.
He's from
Yeah.
he's from Iran.
Oh
Uh,
wow, that's a fucked up place to grow up.
Big Baka 99 just Googled an article about Travis Kelce, and it says he gets around $1 million a year to endorse outside brands. Yeah, well, something different now. He better be getting something different now.
Mm.
All right.
I would like to think that Taylor Swift is in Pfizer's pocket, and that was a part of it. That would make me.
Is she endorsed the vaccine?
If there's anybody who doesn't need that money, it's her.
It's Taylor
Oh
Swift.
my
I mean,
god,
she shows up. Did you see the thing where she just creates whole ecosystems wherever she shows up?
that's
She plays
crazy.
at these arenas and it brings in like an average of like $4 fucking million each weekend she plays there.
She's like
Something
Nike.
that. To the surrounding ecosystem of businesses, hotels, all that shit that's just around the area.
That's crazy.
Pink's been full Pfizer too. That Pink artist chick. It was like a renegade and a rebel and stand up for sell out.
Did you see Eric Clapton backed RFK Jr.?
Really?
No, but I believe
Yes.
it.
Oh yeah, I saw that, dude. Eric Clapton's sober. He's the shit too.
He got vaccine injured. Hey, he got his shit
Yeah,
fucking.
I read about that.
He got his
He was
shit
like, my
pushed in.
hands didn't. His hands didn't work for like 3 months, and he was like, "If you all took the one thing I care about away, I'll kill all of you." And he meant it.
Who said that?
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton. He couldn't play guitar for months.
I thought you said Eric Church at first, and I feel like
Eric Church.
I feel like I remember him endorsing the vaccine. I could be completely wrong. That's definitely speculation.
Tyler, did you used to smoke weed?
Yeah, I've done. Yeah,
He's like twice. He's a goth, like totally.
I've done weed a couple times.
Is that how you got into Clapton? Did you used to smoke a lot of weed, just
No,
sit around listening to Clapton? Unplugged?
No,
Oh.
my dad's older, so I
Are you
grew
gonna
up with older
break
parents.
Sevon's theory that there's only certain bands that you're into if
You
you were
listen
into
to when
that?
you do weed? No, I
Yeah.
love Clapton sober.
No, it's like the
Yeah.
Grateful Dead and what's the other one you always?
Oh God, Grateful Dead and Fish. And
Oh
just
shit! I was right.
garbage. What?
Eric Church gets vaccinated on his crusade to save concerts, April 1st, 2021. Eric Church's crusade to get fans vaccinated.
What band is he?
He's his own singer who has a lot of good music, but
He's
also
a country singer.
fuck him. Loser. Anyways, all right. You guys know how I feel about that.
Fuck, I need
Yeah,
to be in bed.
Mild opinion. Very mild opinion. Do weed.
I
Do
did.
weed.
I went like through a hard weed phase when I was like 24.
What is that? What is a hard weed phase?
I don't think I was
Oh, like a Taylor
not
Taylor got
high
stories.
for
You ever
like
sucked dick for
3
weed?
months.
You
Never
sucked
suck
dick
dick for weed. You don't need to suck dick for weed. You can give a
Well,
hand job and get weed.
That's the phase you went through, Tyler.
No,
It ain't that
So it's
expensive.
like-
You're not.
It's crazy.
I'd never smoked weed, and then when I was 24, I got introduced to it, and then I was just like, I'm gonna figure out how to do this. And then like the next week, I was making weed brownies on my own.
Did you ever smoke it through aluminum foil?
No.
That's the real teller.
You ever freebase that shit, bro?
What weed? Who has? You made out of aluminum foil? Yeah, you make the pipe with the pencil.
Exactly. Dude, Sevon
What?
knows.
Damn.
Let's go.
You're getting some sort of poisoning for sure from that.
Oh, for sure.
That's probably just like taking a vaccine.
You
Water,
guys-
bro.
Hey, you know what I was thinking the other day? But I don't get sick, and I don't avoid sick people. Like I don't ever like this friend of mine just got sent home from work, and he's like, hey, they sent me home from work because they say I'm too sick. I said, okay. He's like, but I'm coming over to your house. I'm like, yeah, of course. We don't play that fucking game. I don't avoid anyone who's sick. Pussy shit. You avoid people who's sick. I bet you avoid people who are sick, Taylor.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You go to the gym when you're coughing the green and yellow and all the weird colors.
Dude,
the
I don't
rainbow.
ever take a fucking sick day.
Good. I love it.
I've never called
I
that.
love
Ask
it.
Andy.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get a coach.
love
Okay,
it.
never mind.
I'll avoid the
But yeah.
fuck out of people who are sick.
I cough up some of those things that like, you know, those things, there's two kinds of sickness, the colored mucus, but then there's those ones that are like the clear balls and they just roll out.
Oh, and they're thick.
Yeah.
Like BBs, like airsoft.
I go
pellets?
full public. I go full public always. 24.
Nice.
I double down on my public appearances when I have all that shit.
Go out twice as much.
Okay. Yeah, Sevon has Swolverine immunity. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you. What a fucking show. 2 hours and 4 minutes. CrossFit Games update show. It's been you know what I was thinking? The takeover in the media space is complete. Even though we're just at the beginning, I was looking at Spin's numbers the other day. 5,900 on podcast. It's like, holy shit. It's done.
I can't believe people will listen to me, John, yell at each other for an
Well,
hour.
we had Halpin on that one time. Oh wait, no, we did not.
This guy's right, dude. You don't call in sick when you're sick. You call in sick when you're fucking feeling good and you don't want to go to work, dude. You got something better to do.
Does it say that? Someone wrote that?
Yeah, this guy
Yeah.
That's
That's genius. Genius.
That's a really good point. If I counted all the times that I called in sick when I wasn't sick at all, it would definitely outweigh the times I was actually sick.
Oh goodness. Tank Reeves scared the shit out of me earlier today.
What?
Oh yeah, say that. Go ahead.
Phone call.
It scared me that it scared you.
It's
Tank's
October
saying on October 4th there's going to be a he's saying that the injections have put some metal to it in people. Do you remember when they were showing all that metal that people were in the injections?
Oh, magnets and shit.
Yeah,
So
just all that metal
stop
shit.
everybody's hearts.
Wasn't that bunked? Wasn't that whole like the same?
No.
I don't
The
think
magnet
it's
thing, no, none of it was debunked, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
The metal little filings and shit and all the metals that are in the injections, and basically now people are saying there's going to be a 5G test on October 4th and it's going to fucking turn turn everyone who got the injection into a zombie.
What?
I like this theory.
Dude, that's a crazy conspiracy.
It's a fun theory.
I hate-
Call me sometime.
And I call Susie. He's like, I didn't like that story. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't like the fact that you don't like it. He goes, it fucked me up. I'm like, you're fucking me up by telling me it fucked you up.
Yeah. Old take. It leaves it so ambiguous.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I'm just hearing some frequency stuff. Something might turn on. I don't know.
Some frequency stuff.
That's how you'll know. You look at your friend and they'll be like, you hear that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh shit.
Hey, so on October 4th, really, there's going to be some test on all our phones, though. Besides that, like, hey, this is the emergency broadcast system. They're going to check all the phones in the country simultaneously.
Wow.
Is that confirmed? October 4th, October 4th, federal cell phone test. Cell emergency.
How old does your phone have to be for your phone not to get tested?
Yeah. Well,
oh yeah, it's saying it'll blare a national emergency test. Is that what you got? October 4th at 2:20 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm turning my shit off. Fuck them.
Oh, they'll find you, Taylor. They'll find you.
It will turn back
they'll
on.
get you by your digital frame behind you.
If you turned your phone off and then it turned on for that, would that freak you out?
I'll be perfectly comfortable with that.
If it turned on for that test, I would shit myself.
Yes, like you're not doing anything and it just turns on by itself.
I'd go off grid, dude. I'd stop shaving my armpits, dude. I'd stop showering. I would stop it.
Why would you have to do any of those things?
I'm kidding, bro.
Stop showering.
I'd go off grid.
I'd go snowed real quick.
Prepare.
Hey, do you guys have any athletes who are competing in the Masters Fitness Collective?
Dude, I've heard those workouts blow, unfortunately.
You say that about every.
No, I don't. No,
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, fuck off. I do not. Dude, all right, look me in the eye, John, through your computer screen right now and tell me that the Wadapalooza qualifier workouts were appropriate for the elite division. You can't do it because you can't lie. He's a Christian. I knew it.
Because you can't lie.
You can just pray it off tomorrow. That means you can lie more.
Have you done the first one?
No, I haven't done any of them.
You should give the first one a crack. It was pretty nasty.
I'm sure it's a good workout, but that doesn't mean it's appropriate to qualifying people.
Workout 4 was really bad. That was probably the worst one.
In conjunction, also, they're really bad at qualifying people to an elite competition.
There are studies. National Library of Medicine, potential of graphene-based materials to combat COVID-19 properties, perspectives, and prospects. Yeah, it's
what is
real.
That there's metal.
In European Parliament in January 24th, 2022, opened an investigation about graphene oxide in in the injections.
And what does graphene metal do with a 5G?
Silicon-based electronic components we used today to generate clock speed in the gigahertz range, where 1 gigahertz is equal to 1/1,000,000th of cycles per second. The scientists show that the graphene can convert signals with these frequencies into signals with frequencies that are thousands of times higher than those created by silicon. But they're saying, I don't know what the implications of that are.
Does this metal differ from all the other metal that I get from everywhere else in the environment?
Don't you poke holes in this.
Let me
He's just saying he believes it's a dormant virus within vaccinated people, and when they run the 5G test, they're gonna all just fucking
turn them on.
Shit.
Have you seen Cell?
Oh, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, and here it is, and here it is. There is here. I'm looking at something in this is in a Pfizer paper. For twin strep tag, a purified protein 0.5 milligrams were applied to gold quantifoil mesh grids freshly overlaid with graphene oxide.
I don't know what any of this means. You're reading.
I don't know what it means either, but it's in a it's in the
what is it supposed to do to people who've gotten
in the Pfizer documents?
It turns them into zombies.
To you, John. We have metal, we have a vaccine, we have a frequency, we got zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, what part?
What don't you understand, John?
Do I have to explain this to you?
I am legend
at 5th grade level.
Predictive programming.
Have you seen Surrogate? The movie Surrogate with Bruce Willis.
Is that with Bruce Willis?
I just said that.
Hey, John, someone has put a Bible quote to it, though. Romans 1:18, the wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all the godlessness and wickedness of people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. So that's your translation to from graphene oxide.
John's all read in, dude. He's got it all.
I got it. That's all you needed to say. I understand fully now.
Do you ever see some of those end of the world videos? I saw one the other day, and this guy was like talking about, he was reading a passage, and then he started talking about how the stars are lining out this whole passage, but it's happening like 3 times this month or something. And I'm like, okay, I just turned it off. I'm like, I don't need that in my life right now.
Well, back in the year 2000, it was really, really big. Like, there was a lot of religious fanatics that
Y2K.
Or 2000 and 2012, right? Like, I mean, the people say that stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm. But this time it's real.
Well, the rapture will happen first, and I won't be here for it to.
That's if you're a Baptist.
I don't know. He saw those squats in the qualifier video.
Lord is coming.
Am I ever going to?
Hell's coming with him.
That down? Hell's coming with him. I'm trying to go fast. I will never try to squat fast ever again. Jeez.
That's right. I did a friendly workout with Seven on his house one time and got ridiculed for my squat depth with the med ball.
I was.
Yeah, well, no, we were working out together. And
and the video I posted, yeah.
I love how showed up. I'm like, don't bat me.
I love how Sevon posted that video of him squatting, and Hobart comments. He's like, yeah, if he wants me to critique his air squat, and just subtly put in there that like squatting with a medicine ball in front of you in the bear hug position is the easiest way to make your squat look good. And if you want to actually see how good Sevon's squat is, he'll do an air squat.
Fuck Hobart.
He is an incredibly smart person.
He sucks a dick. He's a pussy.
He can't throw like you.
Yeah, exactly. He can't throw like me. He couldn't stay on the show. He's a pussy. Hobart, you're a pussy.
Oh my God, Sevon, and your throwing.
My throwing's crazy.
You throw shade.
My throwing's crazy. What we had someone on here. We had a baseball player on here who said I was the shit. Who was that?
Oh, he said you were a good thrower? Or he said your men bun was shit?
No, what did he say? Who was that? Who played baseball who was on the show? He was like, yo, that's impressive. Who was that? I showed the video to him.
Recently?
Yeah, recently.
I think you're.
You should show it to Tyson. Ask him. What do you think?
Okay.
Can you give us a breakdown, please?
Hey. Jorge Fernandez. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, Jorge. Yeah. Now what, Taylor?
He seems like the kind of guy who would compliment anything.
Damn.
Hey, do you think that there's people who don't want to come on the show because they're afraid that fucking Hiller will just take their clips and destroy them after what happened to Bryce?
Probably. Or I'm sure there's more people that are afraid to come on the show because of their views on politics and being scared of being drug into stuff like that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't care about that.
I don't think Sevon's very pushy with people that disagree with him.
No, I don't think you are at all either. But I think people have
No.
a perception of like, oh my God, like I think if someone's like, I believe in the vax, like they're not coming on your show, probably. Maybe they are. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like that there's been a bunch of people who've been on it who.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
think
Rolf-
he'd want to debate them.
Then
Rolf was a
No.
good example of that, right?
No, Rolf came around. Rolf she's like, I'm like, so what do you think happened? To your with your clots, and she's like, I'm open to any idea.
She's like, it
Oh,
was
fair.
probably the vaccine. That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Well, at the end, dude, at the end of the
Or last,
podcast,
did she not say that?
she said this. At the end of the podcast, she said, "Here's my proof I got the vaccine," and it was her scar, meaning that she knows it gave her the clots.
Yeah.
Wow.
You made a joke about toe spacers, and you're like, or ones that say I'm back, so people know. And she's like, well, I got this, so I know I am. And like,
Dude, she's dope.
Wow.
Yeah, she's dope.
Good for her. There are a lot
Wow.
of people like that.
Yeah,
It's-
she's good.
What I was gonna say about the Bryce thing, though, like no one talks like that, so I don't think they're afraid.
I
Well,
can't
I don't
say
know.
my true opinions of Bryce on the show because it's all pure speculation. But I don't think he's a robot
I
potentially.
don't know. In my humble opinion,
We'll find out
I
October
think,
4th.
I think he's a
Okay.
good dude.
Who's gonna laugh at John's joke? Ha ha ha! Use the word humble. Ha ha ha!
Someone,
I just made something cringe and made it way cringe.
Look, in a roundabout way, I made all four of you laugh.
That's
some
true.
people in the comments the other day where someone in the comments on my Instagram said, "Hey, dude, I posted that Travis Kelce thing. Did you see that? What I posted of Travis Kelce
No.
on my Instagram?
I did
I'm
not.
sure it was praising him.
Yeah, I was praising him. Are you grabbing it or should I grab it?
I got it.
Okay. So I posted this and someone wrote, you should see what someone wrote, Taylor. I would be curious to see how you would respond to it. Either way, this dude's getting his heart broken and it shows him with his two things. And so some guy wrote, keep going. Someone basically wrote, hey, oh, here it is. I love your shows, love them. But if you ever wonder why some athletes won't come on, it's because of posts like this. Seriously, who cares? I don't know what he's talking about. Seriously, who cares? Like, who cares if they come on or not? Or who cares if this guy
I think
is
he's saying
selling
who
shots
cares
to
if-
little
yeah,
boys?
that's what he's
Yeah, I
saying.
think, yeah, that's right.
Someone once told me, stick to what you're good at and go all in on that. You're good at podcasts, film, and media. Do that. Leave this shit alone.
See, I think that guy's retarded because he doesn't know what you're actually good at.
I would think he's
think-
new. He's probably new here.
He's good at throwing a baseball. He's good.
Thank you,
dude.
John.
I
Thank
think
you.
I think Sevon is probably the best person in the space and probably the best in a lot of spaces at catching truth, like catching moments that actually happen, that show reality, that show the raw emotion. This is what people are going through right now, not this fabricated image. And I think he's really good at pulling that out of people on shows and talking to people about like how they actually feel about things. And he's really good at saying what he thinks is on his mind. And I think people care a lot about that. I think they are naturally drawn to it even. Like that's why you have the following you have, is because you're so real and people love that. They're sick of the bullshit and they love to hear.
You're not politically correct.
Well,
It's not even that. He just is
here's the
true to
thing.
himself.
Savon
That's what
does
I'm
something.
saying.
Savon does something that people have forgotten that you can just do. Like Savon has his opinions mostly on his own shows or shows where he's the central focus. And then later it's like, I don't agree with everything that you guys say sometimes, but it doesn't fucking matter to me. Like it's not going to do anything. And like, so what if they come on the show? Savon has proven that he's not going to push them to like, hey, you have to believe what I believe. He just leaves it alone. You don't trample on their beliefs. You'll push them, but you don't. I don't know. I think that's very.
What I think is what's the point of having influence if you're gonna just suck dick, like what Travis
Right,
Kelce did?
exactly.
Like what?
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I honestly don't know what the point is
Do you want to know how I would have responded to that comment?
to that guy.
Yeah. I probably would have lashed out emotionally like I did on I have on our competition Instagram page. Some guy like made a negative comment about one of the workouts, and I fucking lashed out on him in the comments. And then he was like, "Ooh, name calling from the event organizer," and I was like, "Oh shit, that's a bad thing." I gotta delete that.
Name calling from the event organizer, like, dude. Yeah, you have to. That's the thing. That's the thing. You have to be fake because you're blah blah blah. No, I don't.
Like, fuck
No, I
that.
don't.
I called him.
No,
I
I
was like, "Relax, boomer." I think that's the comment.
That hurts.
That
Not cool. Not
and
cool.
his last name was Bomar, so I was like, "Relax, boomer."
Look at even Brandstetter remembers Taylor called this dude a boomer.
Oh shit. And this is the worst part. Will's like in control of the Instagram, so I know that like I'm laying these comments out and he's seeing this and he's just going like, "Oh, stop."
Yeah, it's tricky, right? Because you want to draw people in to be like, hey, this is my training program. This is the SMTP training program, but like some people might be turned off by like your passion for it, and it's like,
fuck it, I don't care. Look at how much of a following what's his face has. The fucking Green Beret political dude. I forget his fucking name. MMA guy.
Jocko.
Joe Rogan.
No,
Ted
Tim
Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy,
Ted
dude.
Kennedy,
He posts
yeah.
political shit all the time. There's a whole fucking side of the country that's. Yeah. I was gonna make a joke and it wasn't a good one. I'm not alt-right, I swear.
Thank you for reframing.
Yeah. But anyways, you just I don't think you have to hide who you are. It's a good way to get like nobody actually liking you. Everybody's okay with you, but nobody gives a fuck about you.
I wouldn't want to do it anyway. It would be like having money and not spending it. Like I want to be able like
Yeah. You should never be afraid to share your opinion.
wow. California bill plans to ban food additives found in hot Cheetos, Skittles, and more.
Red 40?
Don't take.
know.
It's
Hot
probably
Cheetos
about
away.
time, dude. I feel like they're. Gosh, it's
Yeah,
We're
China's
like
like
the last
never
one.
had Red 40.
we're the last country to allow it. It's fucked
Keep
up.
that shit.
You know what I
think
just
keep it.
got? I got a Berkey water filter.
Mm-hmm.
You have one, Savon?
Yeah.
Isn't
Dude, is it the shit? I was like,
I love mine. I love mine. I've never I use well water, and I've never taken the water after it goes through the Berkey. But the commercials where it shows the lady putting dirty water in it and it cleaning it, I'm like, fuck. And you know that thing's not legal in California.
It's not?
No,
Why?
because it cleans the water too much, dude. It's fucking this crazy red tape. The water has to be between like two. I don't remember the exact thing, but it has to be between like 2 metrics.
Why?
And it takes out too much shit. California's
too-
retarded. So to buy it, you got to jump, and you want one in California, you got to jump through all these hoops.
This is what Lizzie was telling me, and I was like buying I was like, hey, can you make an Amazon wish list of like the supplements we need, like the creatine, pre-workout, whatever? And she hands me back the Amazon list, and it's like fucking $700. And I was like, what the fuck? And there's this Berkey water filter in there. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it.
And you bought it?
Yeah, I just fucking bought it. So it's coming in the mail.
Which size did you buy? What size?
You
You want a big one?
I don't know.
You want like a $500 one? Which one did you get? 700?
I don't think it was 700. I think it was the $500 one.
Yeah, you want like
The
400 or
supplement's
500. Yeah,
200.
and you want the stand.
Oh, we're gonna put it by the sink. Fuck that.
Get the stand. The stand's cool. Hey, what the fuck is this thing on Dave Castro's Instagram? Are you guys seeing this?
Oh, the
workouts?
workouts testing?
Yeah, for what? What's that for?
For 2024 games.
Let's see that.
No way.
No, it's for some
It's for
CrossFit.
an all hands meeting.
Oh, he's testing a workout for the all hands meeting. That's how I'm reading that.
Yeah, right.
All right.
That's what I got out of it too.
I still really want to know who Matt Torres is talking about. That's dude.
It's
See, that's
not-
the red
so
flag.
I've gotten confirmation from people in Brute that it is not about Dom.
Right, but here's the red flag to me is that he's communicating that way.
I agree 100%. I don't think
Right.
I don't think you say that or put it on Instagram if you don't want to talk about it more.
That's a bit of like that's like a subtweet. That's like a just say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think just say who you're talking about and then let's go at it.
What do you think, Matt?
I think he's just trying to do it to create some attention. I mean, right? It seems calculated. He seems like a calculated dude. He's about to rebrand all of Brute, right?
Hey, did they open that place in Jackson? Did they find a spot up there?
I haven't seen anything.
I bet you John Young ends up becoming a brute athlete.
Is that true, John?
I already.
He is a brute.
Oh, they
athlete.
stole Street Horner from Proven too, dude. They're doing a whole new program, Body by Street. That's another hoax program.
That's a separate thing altogether.
Hoax.
It's a hoax program, dude. He didn't do any program to get his body the way it is. Street's a genetic
Street's
freak.
just a freak. Yeah,
I know. That's
I
the funny thing about shit like that. It's oh my god.
How come everyone says Street's a genetic freak? How come no one says he's juiced to the gills? I just saw a video of him the other day. He has a vein that goes from his fucking wrist up to his fucking.
If he's juiced to the gills, you would hope he'd perform a bit better.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of like Marcus Philly to me. Like, I think
he's weak as fuck too. I think Street's
genetically really, really ripped.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all Shogun no go.
He's not a strong lifter at all.
I mean, having a low body fat is not conducive to being strong.
But he just doesn't have power either. Like I was watching him snatch
he's
on
small.
the very he's taller than me.
But he's skinny. Like
right, but what I'm saying is even his power to like his hip extension speed and like his hip extension is slow and it just looks like drawn out. And it's like he has this really exaggerated pause at the top of his extension before he gets under the bar. It's really weird.
You can do GHDs like a freaking mug though.
Hey, when's the Brute like rebrand come out, John?
I have no idea.
Dude, did you guys know I had Laura Horvath on the show once?
Does she really, dude? Was that phone call like
I mean, it was small. What? It was very. Look how young she looks here. She looks like she's 12. Hold on. Very, very short. I think like the run was like 800 meters, but it was I mean, she said her son was one of the only kids on a bicycle. All the other kids were on tricycles.
Wow. That's
it's kind of nuts, right? And did you like badminton? I really liked badminton. I think it was like the only thing I was good at. Were you good?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was decent, I'd say. I don't know. I also competed like in.
Oh, this went great. What are we talking? This was great,
Laura. No, they only came to me before this one. I guess they know that I like rock climbs.
That day would be great for her.
Podcast.
Because I got to write stuff down. When you say stuff that I want to circle back around. Scary. But you. Oh, she needs to come on again. This was fine. What were you asking, Taylor?
I can't remember.
We should call her right now. What time is it over there?
Oh, she saved your number now, so we might not get so lucky, huh?
Show was over an hour ago.
Don't call me.
Oh shit! I feel like I just looked up and it was an hour total.
No, bro, this is a long one.
I agree. By the way, Jeremy, she is hot. She looks fine right there. That's some 80s talk. She's fine.
Have you watched the Dracula thing on Netflix? It's like a series. It's three parts. But anyway,
negative.
It's fun. But she sounds just like the girl. There's a girl who plays Van Helsing, and she has the exact same accent. It's been killing me to figure out who she sounds like.
She could be a vampire. Laura could be a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd Trish go?
She's dead.
She's dead.
She did.
She died in a trailer park accident.
Does anyone know who that was? Does anyone figure that out?
I still think it's you.
No one figured it out.
Now we're accusing each other closer and closer in the circle, huh?
The idea of having a fake account in the comments is wonderful to me. Like I'm just over here typing, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah. And I'm just telling people in the chat to go fuck themselves.
Tossing hardball questions at the guests from the chat. Oh, and here's another good one from Trish.
My god. That's what size cup are you? Oh, that's totally inappropriate. I can't believe that person asked that in the comments.
Giving you softballs the whole time.
All right. See you guys Sunday.
Okay, bye.